Good morning, people. Happy Tuesday, the 31st of October. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And as always, you guys are hosted by lit people. Let's know who's lit today.
It's your boy, 6 foot plus of pure temptation, big Mars from the east side of the bridge. Good morning, people.
Your favorite shade queen and always will be my royalty.
My man. That's what we're going with today. Today we're going with my man.
Love that for you,
Good morning,
King.
people. Good morning.
How's everyone doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. How come we can see your chest, but it's not a V-neck?
What do you mean?
Oh, it is a V-neck. Is it a V-neck?
Not really.
It's a crew neck.
I don't know what
Crew
it is.
neck. Isn't it a crew neck?
Don't know.
That's the for V.
Is
not
it a
really.
V?
It's a V because it dips. I mean, it's
Yeah,
got like a little
little-
pointy part. A
Okay,
crew is
it's like a U.
circle,
It's like
innit?
a U-neck.
It's little dippers.
No, little dippers. All right. Well, as you guys will see, Emmanuel is not here, and I just think it's funny. It feels like a personal setup
What?
because October's been a long month. You know, here we have not forgotten about Black History Month at all.
Lest we forget.
Let's we bloody forget, okay? And a part of me said, I want to forget just a little bit because it's been a long month. So I just think it's funny how, I haven't dropped that in a while. I just think it's funny how the last day that has 4 countries, Emmanuel has left me to it. So when he gets back, he will have the day that he deserves, for sure. Bet your bomb dollar on that. Yep. So we're talking about the Horn of Africa. Let's get into it today. My finger's not even scrolling. Oh, wait a minute. This is the whole thing. Sorry, guys.
Is it light-hearted?
Yeah, but it's your bag. It's what you like to do. Have you seen it?
So fine.
Nah, it's what you like to do.
How was your weekend, Max?
It was good, man.
Yeah? Long weekend?
It was given bank holiday weekend.
Yeah?
Was it?
Well, you didn't
Ah,
come
was
on
it?
Monday.
You tell us.
Huh?
You were here on Monday.
Because I was up too late
They
on
missed you, man.
Sunday.
They missed you.
I was up too late on Sunday.
Right.
So, let me as match. Did they miss me?
Yeah, man.
Of course they did.
Sorry, guys, man. I'm back, man.
Angina came in just to throw you a smile, but
That wholesome content I see online, Gina, she's my babes, man. And you know what it is?
What is
The
that?
haters out there, they're not going to win. We're going to make it.
Amen to that.
I actually
Amen.
believe in you, man.
Hmm?
Actually
Yeah, we're
believe-
rooting for y'all.
Yeah, because
'Cause she was a little bit upset that you weren't here. And I was like, no, Gina, like he's out here ring shopping. Like, it's one of those appointments you have to go there. Do you get what I mean?
I did tell her I'm going to put a ring on it.
There you go.
Well, the actual line I said to her was, I'm going to make an honest woman out of you.
You love this honest woman shit. You love this honest woman shit. Bloody hell, mate.
That line's so rude, you know.
It's so rude. It's so rude. And it's so funny that you are now admitting that it's rude because when you said it the first time, I was trying to explain it to you, you weren't understanding.
No, but obviously, with self-reflection, I looked back at what you were saying, listened to the history of the word, and I was like,
Yeah, honest woman out of you is mad.
The history of the word, yeah.
yeah, because this obviously is steeped in like
Dishonesty.
misogyny and that. It's like, what, she can only be a good woman if she gets a man, and like, you know what I mean?
Of course.
It's not true,
Ally.
because obviously Gina's already a good woman.
Period.
But I do like the term, so I'm gonna be using it.
Gina knows what she signed up for, so. Yeah.
That's debatable.
Oh, trust me, she does. Oh, she's aware. All right, let's get into Lest We Forget, Black History Month, edition 31. So, today we're talking about the Horn of Africa. Do you know what countries these are?
In East Africa,
I think so.
Ethiopia,
Eritrea, Djibouti, yeah, one of them
Somali.
things.
There's one more.
Kenya?
Somalia.
Somalia, yeah.
Oh,
Of course,
no.
that's my bag. You know, like, that's my bag,
So
Brett.
you
So,
do philanthropy work.
East Africa is my bag. So big up the gathering, man. Each and every
beautiful
time.
women in the world, man.
Yeah,
In the universe.
no, they're leng. And they all got hips and things.
Have everything.
This is
Face is the best, though.
This is not where you saw it going, is it?
No, Ethiopia. So I'm going to talk about Ethiopia first. Ethiopia, I'm going to give you some facts. I'm be real with you guys. I'm not reading everything that's on this doc because it's a lot of talking I have to do today. So yeah, I'm going to give you some facts, right?
If you can't read everything, pass it over to the connoisseur, please.
Who's the connoisseur? Iman.
No.
We can take it in terms. Let me
Can
see.
you? Okay, let me do Ethiopia.
I'll read. So where's it at the bottom?
It's it's at the other doc.
Yeah, we
Sorry,
can
what?
do this.
Yeah,
It's part of the world justice.
Do I click a link or something? Find it for me then.
What? Because of the hips?
No, because we did it for everybody else.
Oh, that's true. Actually, to be fair. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Is that doc? It's all the way at the bottom. I'll do the first two. You can do the last two.
All the way at the bottom.
Yeah, because it's 31st. All the way. Well, not all the way, but you find it. All right, so Ethiopia. Just some interesting facts about Ethiopia. Ethiopia is Africa's oldest independent country and its second largest in terms of population. So apart from a 5-year occupation by Mussolini's Italy, it has never been colonized. And I love that for them. That's lit.
It is.
They've got over 80 languages that's spoken in the country. Sick. They run on their own calendar. No, they're very independent. They run on their own calendar and also measure the hours of a day to a different schedule. So they believe it's less confusing if the clock starts when the day does. So sunrise is 1 o'clock and sunset is at 12.
Amazing.
Yeah, but like who? What do you mean when the day starts? Oh, when the day starts. I thought it meant like when you when you wake up, that's when your day starts. But they mean like when the sun. That's smart. Ethiopia is the birthplace of the Rastafarian movement as well. Thank you very much. While much of the Rastafarian movement did evolve in Jamaica, the spiritual homeland is Ethiopia. In Amharic, Ras is a title similar to chief, and Tafari is the first name of Emperor Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie the first.
Right, yard man.
Come on, man.
Essentially, the movement posits Selassie as the incarnation of God. Interesting. And then the history. Yeah, we should have let you read it. All right, so a bit of the history as well. So Ethiopia was never colonized by the Europeans. Ethiopia is one of just 2 African countries that are considered to have never been colonized. However, Italy did occupy the country between 1936 and 1941. I guess they ran them out there. However, I am right. The Ethiopians did continue to fight back, and the country was never fully under Italian control. The turning point of the campaign was the start of World War II. England chose to come to the aid of Ethiopia, and after beginning the attack, had retaken Addis Ababa within 3 months. That's sick, man. And then the notable food and dishes, they've got something called tibs. And essentially that is sliced beef or lamb, which is pan-fried in butter, garlic, and onion. It can range from hot to mild or contain little to no vegetables.
That sounds nice.
It does sound nice. Brent, I thought, would you mind putting tibs up, please?
Can you spell it?
Tibs.
Tibbs.
That sounds nice. That's a good dish.
Yeah, look nice.
I hope so. It sounds like you can eat with like some nice rice. I could do some rice today.
Okay.
Looks lovely, man.
Yeah, that can run.
I can work with that.
Okay.
That can run.
The next one is Beyanatu. So Beyainatu. And this is one of their most popular vegetarian dishes, and it translates as a bit of every type.
B what?
B-E-Y.
Beyanatu.
Yeah.
Ainatu.
Ainatu.
And yeah, it translates to a bit of every type.
All
Okay.
right. Very colourful.
Okay. It's like a little charcuterie vibe. The dish commonly includes many vegetables, including potatoes, spinach, cabbage, green beans, and carrots, seasoned with ginger and garlic. And then the last dish is Tere Saga. So Tere. Tere, space Siga. And that translates to raw meats. Let's find out what this is about.
Oh, Lord. Oh.
Okay. So the meal
okay.
consists of thick strips of raw meat, usually cut off a hanging carcass. Okay. Most often a cow. Served with a very fiery spice blend mitmita and a small bowl of spicy mustard sauce. So they eat raw.
That's what they're doing.
Because a little pan fried wouldn't hurt. Okay. Pick up them. Well, notable people. The Weeknd. I did not know The Weeknd was Ethiopian.
Really?
Yes. Abel Makonnen Tesfaye. Obviously, Weekend is a sick singer, songwriter, producer, all that stuff. Also, Leah Kebede, and she's a model, actress, clothing designer, and health advocate. Also got Lola Monroe. That name sounds familiar.
Is she a rapper or something?
Who?
Yeah, she's a rapper, actress, and model. Lola Monroe.
I don't know Lola Monroe.
I don't know.
Sounds familiar to me.
It does.
Let's see her, Brent.
All right.
Okay, put the heating on, please, Brent. I've got goosebumps.
Oh yeah, I've seen her.
Oh.
Yeah, I ain't seen
Definitely
her.
looks Ethiopian.
I ain't seen her. So, Brent, can we get the heating on, please?
Rich, can you pass me that, please?
Why are you smiling like that? Like it's a silly request.
It's not a silly request.
Why are you smiling like that then?
Because I just saw her face and I liked it.
Such a hoe. And then we've got Ruth Nega. She's an Irish actress of Ethiopian origin. Big up Ruth. Big up all of them. And the Independence Day is the 5th of May. Oh, that's Chris Brown's birthday. 5th of May, 1941. That is when they got their independence from Italy.
Love how you just knew that off the top of your head.
I know
Just-
Chris Brown's
that's
birthday, yeah.
Wheeled right off.
Yep. Yeah, you can do it next if you want to.
Okay.
Is that the Irish one? Irish
Who was
Day.
that? No, that's the same
So you're
one he was
still
just going
so you're scrolling in 4K. You're very silly.
Hella
Get a grip.
scrolling going over there.
I was
Imagine.
just trying to find the button to go back to the
I
full
bet.
screen.
Okay, and the next country we're bigging up, is that what we say?
Yes, that's what we say.
Is Eritrea. You get me? Come on! Located in the Red Sea. Shouts out the Horn of Africa. That's why they need horns for them, you get me? So, did you not know? Eritrea's population consists of several ethnic groups, each with its own language and cultural tradition. In addition to the languages spoken by various ethnic groups, Arabic and English are widely understood. Italian is occasionally used as well. I didn't know they speak Italian in Eritrea.
Neither did I.
See, you learn something new every day
Really
on
do,
this
man.
I've
show.
seen one Eritrean speak Italian before, like one ever. I
Okay.
was actually in an Italian restaurant, to be fair. So
One Eritrean in an Italian restaurant.
yeah,
As in they work there or they...
yeah, she worked there.
Oh, is it? Oh, sick.
Okay. So, human remains found in Eritrea have been dated to 1 million years old, and anthropological research indicates that the area may contain significant records related to the evolution of humans. So, what are they saying? Like some of the first humans were there?
Sounds right.
That's lit.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Big up the women, man. Women played a significant role in the war. Over 30% of Eritrean freedom fighters, the Eritrean People's Liberation Front, EPLF, were women. That's more than any other liberation movement in the world. So the them weren't just out here looking fine and thing.
You can fight.
They were fighting.
I hear it.
Yeah,
I
man.
can respect
Woman
it, man.
king and that. Love that for them.
Big up them each and every time. So here's a little bit about their history. The Italians created the colony of Eritrea in the 19th century around Asmara and named it with its current name. After the World War II, Eritrea annexed to Ethiopia. Following the communist Ethiopian government's defeat in 1991 by the coalition created by various armed groups, notably the EPLF and the TPLF, amongst others, Eritrea declared its independence. Eritrea boasts 2 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, the historic city of Asmara and the archaeological site of Kohaito? How do you say that? Is Qohaito. What are we doing there?
Sounds like a silent Q.
Kohaito.
Kohaito?
Hoito.
Okay, Asmara is renowned for its well-preserved modernist architecture, a legacy of the Italian colonial era. Kohaito contains, if I'm saying this wrong as well, sorry, you know I'm uncultured.
Spell it, me to see if I can pronounce it.
Qohaito.
Pronunciation. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. How to pronounce. Click. Continue.
Kohaito.
Kohaito.
Listen to that guy.
Kohaito.
Kohaito.
He don't sound right.
He sounds suspect.
Kohaito.
How can we not be trusting him?
He just don't sound like it's his culture. It
Don't sound like he knows what he's talking about, innit?
Yeah.
Mm.
Sounds whitewashed.
Continue.
So, Kohaito contains ancient ruins, including a pre-Aksumite temple and structures dating back to the first millennium BCE. Eritrea has a long history dating back thousands of years. The region was once part of the ancient kingdom of Aksum, which was a major trading empire and the center of early Christianity. The ancient city of Adulis, an important Red Sea port, was a crucial part of this historical legacy. Notable foods is injera. I'm saying that right. Injera, which is like a flatbread. It's a flatbread that is prepared using teff or sorghum flour. So, yeah, they got injera. Big up them. You got zigni, which is like a beef stew. The base of this stew is prepared using a spice mix, also called bearberry. Berbera. I'm bad with this, man. Where's E-Man when you need him?
Trust me.
Which is simmered in tomatoes. Other meats that are used include mutton and chicken. Do you want to see zigni, Brent?
I want to see injera first.
Oh, injera. Okay, let's get injera first. Let's go back.
Is injera?
Is that injera? The injera is a flatbread.
How do you spell it?
Injera.
Yeah, I've typed it right.
It's probably the bread
Yes.
that accompanies it, the stuff that it's on.
Yeah.
So that's a mix of.
It looks colourful, man.
No.
That looks like
I mean, the stuff that's on it looks.
that looks like the last thing. Was that? What was the other
Yeah,
one
those
with
look
the
like the last one.
Injera is this thing it's sitting on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's like
it
a
has
separated.
it has like a not a bitter but a sour, tangy taste on the
I've-
surface of it.
Have you had it before?
Yeah.
Okay. That looks proper way. And what about a zigni? Let's see what the zigni looking like.
How do you spell that?
Zigni. Okay. What's that? A beef stew?
Looks like it.
Looks nice.
That can run.
Could do with some of that.
That can run. That one looks a bit more tomatoey than the other ones. Look here, that looks proper way.
Yeah.
It's a bit of meat. Give me a dozen of them.
What language was that?
Jamaican. That's all. And then we've got shiro, which is a chickpea stew. And I still haven't got my head around chickpeas. I think I'm gonna try and convert.
Yeah, but ain't hummus chickpeas?
I don't like hummus.
Okay.
Oh, I love hummus.
I only discovered hummus a couple of years ago. It's alright, man. It's not bad still.
Yeah, the right one though.
Yeah.
Nice flatbread.
I'm here for it.
It's a bit of me.
I'm not a fan of hummus, to be totally honest with you. Like, it's not like disgusting, but it's just a whole lot of nut on this.
I used
It's just
to think it was dead, and I tried it, and I was like, "What have I been missing my whole life?"
nothing was the answer.
No. It's decent, man. Trust me. You can't knock it till you try it, man.
Okay, so you got shiro, which is like a chickpea stew. It's a traditional Eritrean stew prepared using powdered chickpeas or broad bean. This dish is generally cooked with other ingredients such as minced onions, garlic, and based on regional variation, ground ginger or chopped tomatoes and chili peppers. Is that it? Yeah, it just looks wet and that. But I hear you though. That's like a hummus kind of thing. You rocking with that? You doing that, Rich?
I could work with that. You know, it is. As I said, I could try something if I'm not too hungry. But if I'm hungry, give me the same old stuff. Yeah.
Should be the other way around. If you're starving, you should be trying to try anything.
Because if I'm super hungry and I try something and I don't like it, I'm gonna be pissed and I'm gonna have to go get a kebab somewhere. So, I mean, like, just
Make up for all the wrongs.
I hear that logic.
I hear that. That's annoying.
I hear that logic. All right, cool. Well, some notable people from Eritrea. Tiffany Haddish.
She does not let us forget.
No way.
What?
Tiffany-
Did you actually? Are you being sarcastic?
No. I didn't. Yeah.
No, Tiffany does not let anybody forget that she's Eritrean.
I've never heard her say it.
Loud and
Really?
proud.
Yeah.
It's her personality.
Yeah, her mother Leola is a Christian African American, while her father Tishai Reda Haddish was a Jewish refugee from Eritrea.
Jewish refugee.
Mm-hmm.
Never saw that one coming.
One of Brent's heroes, Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
We got Nipsey.
He got Nipsey, born, what's his name? Emis Joseph Ashgedom. Nipsey Hussle was born in LA to an Eritrean father. an African American mother. The legend, who is Jay Holiday. Born
What
now
tune?
Thornton Grimes. Jay Holiday became a household name in 2007 after his smash single "Bed." That was a.
I'm
that
more of a
was big
Suffocate
one.
kind of girl.
Suffocate's
Oh,
serious, innit?
Suffocate is just.
Suffocate when you're away from me. So much.
That's what I
love you
like. I
take
like my
from
man
me,
to stop
I'm
breathing when I'm not
going
around.
out of
That's my vibe.
mind.
Just have no
That's what you
air.
want.
That's what I want, Marks. You should not be breathing when I'm not around.
Just have no
Why are you
air,
breathing?
you know. That is
Yeah.
wild.
Shouldn't.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
As long as you
Dying
know-
for it.
As long as you know CPR.
Okay, baby, I do. I'm gonna bring you back to life. You don't worry about that.
Jesus.
Don't clip that, please. I'm just can't.
Too late.
Let's just not.
Do it be your own people, innit?
Be your own people, man.
You're trying to move to me when Gina's not here.
Can you imagine?
Hey, do that. Brent, do your work.
Are you sick? Unlike you, yeah, people them know not to come to you with questions. People don't understand the rules I've set. So I'm gonna get a hell of questions.
And
dear.
we've got Swiss Beats.
Okay,
I'm
Swiss.
not gonna lie, Eritrea is killing the
It's
entertainment
producing
business. They
great
are,
people, man.
yeah, like they are doing it. It's producers, singers, rappers, actors. It's just all. I hear them.
Diversified.
Everybody.
So Swiss Beats is born. Kasim Dean is an African American musician, record producer, DJ, rapper, art collector, and entrepreneur. You get me?
Sick,
From
sick.
New York City. So yeah, big up Eritrea. What was their date of independence? The 24th of May, 1993.
Okay.
Recent. Huh?
It was way more recent than. Did we say Ethiopia's? We did that
Ethiopia,
one.
but they were only
941.
there for 4 years and then they ran them out.
That's true.
Yeah.
Big up
Ethiopia
Ethiopia.
done Playboy. Well, big up Eritrea, man.
All right.
All right, Somali. Let's get into Somali. So Somali with 3,200. No,
Malia.
Somalia. Sorry, Somalia. Somalia. So with 3,025 kilometers of coastline, Somalia has the longest coastline on Africa's mainland. The only African country with more coastline in the island of Madagascar. Big up them. It has one of the highest fertility rates in the world, actually. That's working over
They
there.
be boning over there.
Okay. On average, stop it. On average, a woman in Somalia will give birth to 6 children.
Bro. No games.
Gosh, 6.
No games.
Okay.
Pure 5-a-side teams.
However, due to poverty and poor healthcare, many children sadly die young. That's sad. Madagascar got its name from Mogadishu, the capital city of Somalia. Legend has it that the Venetian merchant Marco Polo mistakenly confused Madagascar with Mogadishu. He arrived in Madagascar and thought he had arrived in Mogadishu, and then he misspelt it, leading to Madagascar as we know it. Bit of history about Somalia. The Republic of Somalia was formed in 1960 by the federation of a former Italian colony and a British protectorate. Mohammed Siad Barre held dictatorial rule over the country from October 1969 until January 1991, when he was overthrown in a civil war. After Siad's fall from power, warfare continued, and the country lacked an effective centralized government. Decades of civil hostilities have destroyed Somalia's economy and infrastructure and split the country into areas under the rule of various entities. Let's get into some of their notable food. Kanjiro. So this is Canjeero. And this is the most common breakfast in Somalia. It's a simple food made with 2 ingredients, flour or corn flour and yeast. So for a proper Somali kanjiro, you need to mix the flour, yeast and a little salt with plenty of water to make a thick, soft and creamy batter. This is left overnight to ferment and cooked on a low heat in the morning. I thought I had a picture up. You can eat it with sesame oil and sugar or with dalak bilash, a tomato sauce. Sorry?
Kanjero. Canjero. I think we should add like a caveat, like this. They probably eat all of this with banana. They love banana.
Really?
Somalians love bananas. Banana every day. Banana everywhere.
Banana rice and something.
Bananas.
Oh, it's nice.
Actually,
I'll have that more of a sugar kind of girl. Is that pancakes? African pancakes.
It looks like injera.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. It's called kanjiro.
It looks like injera.
Oh,
They have a flatbread thing.
Mm.
Probably similar stuff, isn't it? Okay. What else we got?
they got basto. So that's B. Brent, this is. I keep spelling it. You keep missing it. It's BAASTO, and it's basically spaghetti, man. And it's a famous Somali cuisine. There are different pasta dishes, and the most popular is prepared with a traditional pasta sauce of meatballs,
There's the banana.
tomatoes,
See?
tomatoes, potato slices, garlic, onion, sunflower oil, and shawaji, which is a Somali spice mixture,
That's just a spag bol. That's all right.
basically.
With Madonna.
With banana. You put the African into it. My spaghetti today, actually. And our last one is called soor. So SOOR. And it's a popular food made with ground maize. The flour is cooked with water and salt. And to soften it up, fresh or sour milk. Kano garor.
What is this? What's in it? Sorry?
So,
Yeah, I'm not sure which one it is. SOO.
Oh, is that it? Is
Oh,
that
yeah, that's
the
it. That would be it. Yeah. It's ground maize, basically.
Okay. Yeah, you love a maize.
They love it, man. All right, well, we've got some notable people. Of course, everyone knows the world athlete, Mo Farah. And he's one of Britain's most successful Olympic athletes. And he's from Somalia. He was born in Mogadishu in 1983 and moved to the UK in 1991.
Under false papers by
I was going to say under mistaken identity.
you can run though. Give him
He
that.
did.
Dookie.
He did run, literally. Dead ass. And of course, the babe that is Maya Jama. And we don't Maya Jama. Maya Jama is just Maya Jama. Nothing more to say about that. It's the top babe. And of course, as well, Chunks. Very funny guy. And they've got Iman Abdul Majid. And he's a Somali American fashion model, actress, and entrepreneur. And their date of independence is the 1st of July, 1960. Love that for them.
That is cold. Okay, and the last country of the Horn is Djibouti. Well, I met a very attractive young lady
Museum.
one time. Yeah, exceptional body. Waist was snatched like.
Yeah, their waist
Madeline
over in
McCann.
East Africa, the ratio
Naturally
is
snatched.
just perfect. It's what they try to base Barbie off.
Basically.
It's lit.
Like I said, yeah, the waist was snatched like a
Yeah.
baby in the night. And I said to this woman, like, oh, I was talking to her, where are you from? And I thought I knew my regions and stuff. She was looking at it. I was like, oh, yeah, you're Eritrean, right? And she was like, oh, no, I'm from Djibouti. And I just looked and said, I bet
Damn.
you are.
You're so dumb.
Dumb. Foolish man.
You say snatch like a baby in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Madeline McCann.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm
Okay.
wondering.
I don't think you should explain that part. I just think you should just left that to everyone's imagination. I didn't even think Madeline.
Should have left that.
Oh, no?
I didn't think Madeline. How about the fake Madeline though?
That is.
That wasn't Madeline.
But snatched like a baby in the night. It works, right? Do you get it?
Yeah.
It definitely does.
No?
It works,
I
but
don't like you've attached it to something beautiful, isn't it?
Okay. I see you.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
So you're
I
torn.
thought you meant Madeline.
Huh?
Say it again. Say that again.
This room is just.
What did you say?
Never mind.
Wow. Okay.
That's great.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, Mags undefeated has a problem.
What's my problem?
He just says it. You just say things. You just.
I don't make no
you
malice
just-
from it. They come from a
Of
good
course not.
place.
But we actually need someone needs to be writing these things down.
Just storing them.
Just storing them. I need a book of this.
I ain't never said that before either. That just came to me just now.
Look at that.
Submit it to spiritual what?
Spiritual
world.
world.
Listen, they're gonna get you out of here.
Quickly.
You don't take notes, man. This is just the way God made me, man. And God does not make mistakes.
Period.
Pow. So, Djibouti. Djibouti is the third smallest country in Africa at 23,200 square kilometers. Djibouti is the 8th tiniest country on the big continent. The top 7 are Seychelles, Sao Tome and Principe, Mauritius and Comoros, Cape Verde, Gambia and Swaziland, respectively. Approximately 90% of the Djibouti's land is desert. Oh, sweet. Okay.
90%.
That sounds like a lot, innit?
That is a lot.
That is most of it,
Nearly all of it.
basically.
And it's small. So,
Yeah. Oh wow.
okay, so they live in the desert. That's great.
Basically.
Djibouti has no permanent rivers,
None.
only salt lakes in the desert. You get me? It has the Grand Bara Desert, which covers the southern part of Djibouti. Djibouti is a young country. More than half of the population in this nation is under 25.
Oh wow.
However, this is expected to change soon since the demographic growth is slowing down. Djibouti is one of 16 countries on Earth where there are almost no trees, no oxygen.
That's crazy.
Don't say that.
Hmm?
Don't say that.
Sorry, I'm just checking. Okay.
I'll clip that anyway.
So according to information from the World Bank Open Data, less than 1% of the land is covered in forest. Other similar places are Iceland, Libya, Lesotho, and Jordan. Are gonna be no trees though.
Sounds unusual.
That's tough.
Yeah, oh man. Well, it's history.
I think it may have changed.
My
See one tree in the background.
I see a tree.
There's one
That's so dumb,
I
you
see a
know.
few more here too.
couple there spread out
it's
there.
global warming.
Maybe they're trying to regenerate it.
That is crazy.
Father God.
But how would they though when it's 90% desert? They ain't got the criticals needed to grow trees.
Can never hide in the shade.
It's out in the open. Tan was sweet though.
Yeah, for real, that's us here. Hey, there are no natural shade
None.
in the desert.
Your house is a shade.
If you ain't got a hat or glasses,
You're
are
done out.
pissed.
It's tough. Okay. So, there's a bit of history. Djibouti is formerly known as French Somaliland in 1896 to 1967, and the French territory of the Afars and Isas in 1967 to 77. The country took Djibouti as its name when it gained independence from France on the June 27th, 1977. Djibouti's capital, Djibouti City, is built on coral reefs that jut into the southern entrance of the Gulf. Other major towns are Obok, Tajora, Ali Sabeh, Ata, and Dikil. Okay. Some of the notable foods, is Fafa. That's Fahfah, if you want to know, Brent.
Yes.
Is a Djiboutian stew made with goat meat, vegetables, and chilies that can also be made with camel or lamb meat. This dish is normally served with a sponge-like bread called kajero to soak up the stew sauce. See? It's like a little soup. Just got potatoes and carrots and thing in there. I suppose that can run.
Locals.
Look at the locals, yep.
I said locals.
Loving it.
Colonizer.
Sure she's loving it.
She is.
You got Djiboutian banana fritters. Yep. The
sounds
little
good.
fritters are typically served warm and are dusted with powdered sugar or honey. They could be nice.
That sounds like it should be
would be
nice.
nice.
I'm a,
The delicacy.
ooh,
Look
that
at
sound,
them.
that looks nice.
Look at them
That's
go.
nice though.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that is proper way. And then you got skudakaris. Is that what it's called? Or Djiboutian lamb stew. Do you need a spelling, Brent?
Yes, please.
SKUDAHKHARIS. Okay. Is that the stew? 'Cause that looks like rice.
Yeah, it looks like peanut
Let me read what it says. Or Djiboutian lamb stew, commonly prepared during the Islamic holiday of Eid. It is made of rice, lamb, and Ayurvedic spices such as cardamom, and it can also go well with chicken, beef, or fish. Yeah, that can run. That can run, man.
Definitely.
Big up them. Big up them. some of the notable people, Abdulrahman A. Waberi. He's a novelist, essayist, poet, academic, and short story writer from Djibouti. Lula Ali Ismail. She's a Djibouti Canadian film director and screenwriter. She is known as the First Lady of Djibouti cinema, since she was the first Djiboutian woman to produce a film. Hussein Ahmed Salah. Hussein Ahmed Salah is a former long-distance runner from Djibouti who is most remembered for earning a bronze medal in the 1988 Summer Olympics Marathon. He also won silver medals in the events at the World Championships in 1987 and 1991. Djibouti gained its independence on June 27, 1977. So yeah, that's it for the Horn of Africa, man. Big up them, man. Last but certainly not least by any means.
And we know there's a lot of countries that we haven't been through, but we are going to be introducing a segment where we will be doing a country a week and such, and give you some interesting facts.
Are we?
Apparently so. I found out on air yesterday too.
Oh, I thought you were doing the whole notable mentions.
From Djibouti?
No, just
just
like
honorable
honorable
countries that
mentions
you
for
haven't-
countries that we didn't
Yeah.
do.
I don't know what the plan was, but Iman isn't here, unfortunately, sir.
So-
But I think they did say we'll, like here once a week, isn't it, Brent?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
once a
think
week
so.
we can do a
The
country.
researchers have.
I think it's enough confetti for.
No, Rebecca's back.
Hella
Is
confetti.
Rebecca back?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, go on, Rebecca, man. Big up yourself, man.
This is it. Internet new house not here. Right.
Okay. All right. Well, let's
That was
get.
dope, though, man. We done a good job, man.
We did. It's been
Done
a whole
good
month.
job. It's been a whole
I feel like the
month.
world did forget.
They did, but
they
we didn't.
Because lest we forget,
We never will.
we never
Never.
will. So pick up
Never.
all the African countries, all the black countries. Sorry, pick up all the black countries out there, and happy Black History Month. I hope in some kind of way, you guys have learnt a thing or two or more.
What we've
these
inspired you,
segments.
even if it's just to travel.
This is it exactly. Hella holiday destinations. But right, let's get into our headlines then. All right, let's get into our headlines. Israeli forces move further into Gaza as Netanyahu,
Something like that, innit?
Netanyahu declares time for war. So Israeli military forces have advanced further into the besieged Gaza Strip and battled with Palestinian fighters near Gaza City as the United Nations and medical staff express fears over airstrikes hitting closer to hospitals. Israeli soldiers and tanks carried out attacks from two sides of Gaza City in the northern section of the strip on Monday, with Palestinian armed groups saying they repelled Israeli tanks to the east of the city. Our duty today is to fight and fight, the Palestinian Islamic Jihad armed group said in a statement, adding that it was not the right time to discuss a potential ceasefire. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also dismissed growing calls for a ceasefire, saying that such action would constitute surrender to terrorism. Israeli forces said that they killed dozens of terrorists who barricaded themselves in buildings and tunnels and attempted to attack the troops, and that 3 Israeli troops have been killed in Gaza. More than 8,300 people, including more than 3,400 children, have been killed in the bombardment, according to Gaza officials, and UN officials and aid organizations have warned of a humanitarian catastrophe as Israel continues to impose a complete siege on the territory. Did you guys see the thing where all the countries are voting whether or not they should have a ceasefire? Mm-hmm. And Ukraine's out there talking about no. I said the audacity of you guys.
Imagine.
Did they say no?
Or
they
were they on the
abstain?
fence? It was one of them. Either way, if you
I don't
abstain,
remember because
you're
there was
enabling.
14. Was it 14 countries that abstained or more
I
than
said
that?
no.
Huh?
14 countries said no. I
Oh,
think
42
More,
abstained.
Yeah.
more abstained. Yeah, I think Britain abstained.
Britain abstained definitely.
yeah, they did.
US said.
US said no.
US said no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think.
I didn't see.
I think Ukraine abstained. But for me, in my books, if you're playing Switzerland, you're enabling. And as victims of war themselves, they should have been like, yes, call a ceasefire because this is out of order.
But they want Israel's Iron Dome technology.
Nah.
So
it's
it
in their
makes
best
sense for them to
interests.
do that, but
Yeah.
also makes sense for them to pretend like they want the same treatment that they need. They
I
want
hear
the
you.
same treatment for them that they need, which
Yeah.
is for Russia to stop invading.
No one's getting that.
Everything's politics, man.
That
It is.
technology.
That's what it comes down to.
Everything's politics.
I hear
That's
that,
where
but
it's
I don't
politics.
see. I don't see them getting that technology.
Yeah, they're not getting
ever.
it. They're not
Never.
getting it. They're not getting it.
I'll put to make sure they don't get it, if anything. All right, next headline. Senior Labour MP has been suspended over deeply offensive comments at pro-Palestine rally. A senior Labour MP has been suspended from the parliamentary party following deeply offensive comments he made at a pro-Palestine rally over the weekend. Andy MacDonald held various shadow ministerial roles under Jeremy Corbyn and served under Sir Keir Starmer's leadership before resigning from the front bench in 2021 over a disagreement in policy with the leadership. Over the weekend, he attended a pro-Palestine rally in which he said, "We won't rest until we have justice, until all people, Israelis and Palestinians, between the river and the sea, can live in peaceful liberty." He went on to shout, "Free Palestine." Downing Street said it was not acceptable for people to chant "from the river to the sea," a phrase referring to the land between the River Jordan and the Mediterranean Sea, as it is deeply offensive to many. While Mr. MacDonald did not immediately face consequences for his words, he was later suspended on Monday evening. I'll be honest with you, the things... I didn't know that. When I read that, I was thinking, where's offensive?
Yeah, I thought that sounded like it was balanced in terms of he wants peace for both sides.
Yeah.
So basically,
But from the river to the sea... Okay.
Basically, you can't say that Palestine. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, what happened in River Jordan? Do you know what? Never mind. I'll just Google it. All right, and our last headline in this segment is about Suella Braverman, and she calls pro-Palestine demos hate marches. Suella, she has the day she deserves. She's got her name. Her name is like a, what's it called? A manifestation of what she's become. Do you know what I mean? Because that's why it isn't like Suella Corella.
Corella, that's what I call her.
Do you know what I mean?
Corella.
It's just the same area. All right, so Suella Braverman has described the demonstrators taking to the streets in support of a ceasefire in Gaza as being involved in hate marches. In words that will anger some peace campaigners, the Home Secretary said tens of thousands of people had taken to the streets and had chanted for the erasure of Israel from the map. Speaking after a Cobra meeting chaired by Rishi Sunak on Monday, Braverman said, "We've seen now tens of thousands of people take to the streets after the massacre of Jewish people, the single largest loss of Jewish life since the Holocaust. Chanting for the erasure of Israel from the map. To my mind, there is only one way to describe those marches. They are hate marches." Her words appear to be a reference to the chant, "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free." Nah. Braverman repeated a previous demand that police officers should take a zero-tolerance approach to anti-Semitism. However, police and human rights lawyers have said that the courts will struggle to convict anyone chanting the slogan without a change in the law.
Are they struggling, Brent?
Police? Yes.
Not the police, like the politics.
They've been struggling.
The politicians.
As in where to land?
They're just trying, like, because obviously they're not breaking in it. Their stance is their stance. They're trying to do
They
this.
have already looked to walk stuff back.
Yeah, but still, they're still doing the whole, this is hate speech, and except like their stance is their
The
stance is where they are.
Conservatives?
And Labour, really. They're obviously they're in support of doing what they're doing and making it like it's wrong. But I'm saying that, but the people ain't having it in it. Like what the country's saying from the like press point of view and the people and the media and the PR that they're putting out is totally different to what the people in the streets are actually saying in it. So like it's not really working. Do you think like they're panicking or anything? Or
Conservatives?
yeah,
No.
you say they don't care.
No, because they're not going to budge from their particular stance. They know where their bread is buttered, right? It's Labour that's in trouble. Because Keir Starmer decided that he was going to go wicked and wild right from the jump, and he's had to walk that bollocks back. And now they're pressing him heavy.
I've seen other Labour politicians come, like Labour stance is the same as the Conservatives. Obviously saying that's what's actually
And it shouldn't
killing
be.
that's what's killing them
It shouldn't
basically.
be, yeah.
Ah.
It shouldn't be.
So you think Labour can fumble this?
It's possible. Depends on how long this lasts for. Because if it is Sir Keir Starmer's, is it Sir?
I don't know.
Yes, sir.
If his reputation is tarnished even more come election time, people aren't going to forget this. And Jeremy Corbyn's not going to let up.
You ain't gonna
Keep
forget
reminding
it.
people.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird because before this particular war, it was a shoo-in.
Yeah.
No, because he's done what he's done, Keir Starmer taking a stance he's taken. This is bloody rocky, man.
It's all up in the air.
It's all up in the air.
Well, as usual, here at TDA, we'll be keeping you abreast of the situation.
I know that's right.
All the developments.
That's right.
All right, well, let's get into what you're saying topic of the day. So today's topic of the day, I'm going to try and lead it. You know I never do as good a job as E-Man.
No one does.
Nobody does.
That's right.
But actually, when he said it's lighthearted, anytime you say it's lighthearted, it's not.
It's a trap, man. It's never. He doesn't. That man doesn't know what lighthearted means.
I'm sure it will. I mean, if I need to, I'll put my E-Man hat on and do devil's advocate. But I'm sure nothing like that will come up.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I
I
don't
might have
know.
to sit there though. To
So-
channel the spirit.
I was,
Start convulsing.
Today's topic of the day is about traveling the world.
See, I told you. It's about you.
Okay.
It's your favorite thing.
My do's and don'ts. Is the modern way of navigating the world robbing us of a full and immersive experience?
Oh,
Okay.
sounds deep.
So let's see what he's got for us here. Let me just read a little
Up
bit.
his sleeve.
I'll read a little bit. We can go through some of this stuff here. So it's basically asking, is the modern way of navigating the world robbing us of a full and immersive experience? Like, i.e. like using Ubers to get around or using Uber Eats and staying in 5-star hotels, etc.
I want to stay in a mud hut.
No, but I get what he means though. If you're in like, you can stay in a hotel and get all the lavish lifestyle, or be in the jungle, or having a
Fighting
tent
for your life.
I mean, God forbid you're fighting for your life. But
I do that
then-
enough in the gym. 5-star hotel, please. Because even like, you know, when people go like camping, I'm more of a glamping kind of girl. That's the one where I check into a hotel, just have a nice breakfast. Oh, I'm not trying to make my own breakfast.
But glamping is just basically a glorified campsite, basically, in terms of like it looks better.
Oh,
as
I meant
opposed to
that.
you putting up a tent yourself.
Oh,
Okay, so
sorry, I
maybe
wasn't
in
doing
that-
that. I meant I was going to stay in a hotel and I'll meet you guys on ground for the day activities.
I'll
Do you
definitely
think there's
glamping.
something, obviously, like, say like in countries that are more undeveloped or whatever,
Yeah.
do you think there's something bad about just like going and staying on the resorts and when you drive into these areas and like everything outside is like just like down bad basically, but you're just going to the resort and just turn a blind eye to it and just
But then there were certain countries, they tell you not to leave the resorts.
Yeah, they do.
You get got. Because you know what it is? When you go to a new place here, you will get got. Like, you will get got. Do you get me? Like, if you go to a new place you're not from there, they can smell it on you. Don't matter how much you try and, you know,
Blend in.
You will never blend. You can never blend in because they know you're not from there.
That's what
So
it-
what is that for me? I feel like it sounds irresponsible to go to a country
guess it
and be
depends where you
wandering
go.
anyhow.
I guess it depends where you go, though, innit? Like,
It does depend where
obviously,
you go.
if they say to you don't leave the resort, then
Maybe
you got to take
stay
heed
there.
in that. But other places, you should probably step outside and see.
Because I think you can still experience the culture. Like I
Yeah.
can be in a hotel, get Uber to a local restaurant, experience the culture on my plate.
So is it really the same though?
Oh, wait, as opposed to what? Walking there.
Yeah, we'll taking a little bike ride, walk there.
boots on the ground out in the streets and just
Yeah.
really
No, baby.
just seeing what the country's saying. Because if you go to a country that's like that and you don't necessarily leave your resort on foot, everywhere you go, Uber to the excursion, this, that resort, do you actually see the country? Like, do you actually know where you are? Have you
are.
actually been
Take
there?
it in.
Because when I went to Nigeria last time, I was getting driven everywhere. I very much experienced it. I
Have you
very
known
much
Nigeria?
experienced.
Yeah.
No, but I went to a different state I'd never been to.
Oh,
I went to
okay.
2 different states I'd actually never been to. Actually,
Okay.
I went to Igbo State, Owerri, and I went to Abuja, which is the capital of Nigeria.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but you said you were driven everywhere.
Yeah. But then I was driven to go and experience the culture. Do you know what I mean? So like when I went, I would go out to eat and stuff, but I've just got a ride there. I'm not getting on the buses and all that kind of stuff. One chance. That's what we literally call it in Nigeria.
One chance.
Is you got one chance to make it out alive.
At no point there was no boots on the ground when you were in Abuja.
No, because there's no need for my boots to be on the ground. Everyone there travels via cars. Who am I to now come and say? Because even obviously the motorcycles in Nigeria we call them Okada.
Okay.
That shit ain't safe. No, thank you. And then we've got like the little, like there's a little cars, little they call them keke basically. They're like, it's like a tricycle looking car.
I
thing.
think with the three
Those-
wheels.
Yeah, those little Derek Trotter kind of vibe. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. You don't want to get in those. I feel like certain places, I think certain places, certain countries you go to, it's irresponsible to just try and just merge on in. You don't know the lay of the land.
Yeah, I mean, suppose you got to get involved.
But then where you can, like if you go and visit, say for example, I go to like a notable, like someone that's got history, a lot of history with it. I'm not going to take the history any less because I got an Uber there. I suppose someone who walked there.
Yeah, but you're seeing more though if you're walking, no?
So I am in the car, 4K. I don't
Obviously,
know. I think it depends the country to ultimately, to be fair.
how safe you think the country is.
This is it.
Okay. Do you have any memorable stories, like say about any chance encounters with interesting people you've met during your travels? Natives, maybe.
No, I just meet people and I just talk to people. But
I was
someone asked me to marry him.
Is it?
Actually, yeah, my friend's wedding
We're in Nigeria.
on the dance floor. Yeah, but he was an older man. So basically, right, he so my friend, she's Igbo, right, and the Igbo culture is more like they're very traditional in their culture. So while we're on the dance floor, while I'm celebrating my best friend getting married and whatnot, he comes to me and he's like, "Oh, you're very beautiful." I said, "Thank you very much." He's the uncle, like actual. He's not,
uncle.
he's not a zaddy.
Yeah.
He's like someone's father. Then he's like, "Oh, you're very beautiful." I was like, "Oh, thank you." Then he's like, "Oh, like, what is your name?" So in Nigeria, like name is a big thing, but from your name is how they know who your family is, kind of thing. So he was like, "What's your name? What's your family's name? I want to come and talk to them. I want to marry you." I said, "If you don't,
Oh, so he's
get
being
gone from my
serious.
side." I said, "No, thank you." I was like, "No," and he was like, "No." He's like, "I want to speak to your family." So he didn't understand the fact that I was saying no to him. He's like, "What's your family name? Like, let me know your family. I want to come and talk to them." I said, "You ain't going through. No, you don't need to talk to my family." So that was an interesting encounter. You weren't even a zaddy.
But that's crazy though. The first encounter is talking about marriage, which I think that's
Literally.
wild for women that they can go anywhere and some random guy wants to marry them.
Yeah, and that's how it
a man,
happens.
that's a
though.
man that's intentional. That's what
That's
what
not a man that's
women want.
intentional, man.
Brother.
I would have been the fifth wife.
Shut up, man.
I would have been the fifth wife. I looked at him. I said, "Oh, so you like what you see? Do you think I like what I'm seeing?" Be fucking for real.
I was in DR. I wanted some weed, and the guy, one of the porters said, "Oh yeah, I'll hook you up. I'll make the taxi man come get you." So they come down, they drove into the night, like it was even
Sorry?
the evening.
This is in night time.
He came in the evening, yeah.
Okay.
He came in the evening. He was like, "Oh yeah, jump in the cab. I'm gonna take you out."
Did you jump in the cab and you?
Yeah, me and my brother jumped in
Are
the
you
cab.
not fearless?
Huh?
Did you know this man?
It's a taxi man. How the hell am I gonna know him?
What do you mean? How the hell are you gonna jump in this
It's
car?
motor though. Like, it's not like.
He said DR.
So did you say DR?
Yeah, it's in DR. Yeah.
I mean,
It's dangerous living.
So the
I don't know what
taxi man-
DR's like. So
The taxi man came. DR is DR is the streets.
It's the streets.
Like,
That's why I'm looking
it's
at you
real
like
world out there. Like it's tough.
you really jumped in the car,
I had
and
I
then
did.
and you know he knew you're a foreigner.
they didn't have a choice though.
I know.
He did. He didn't have.
Yeah,
he could've-
but
he
they
could've
gotta go
brought
to
the
the
weed
weed
to
man.
me.
The weed man's got like.
Yeah, the wee man can't come on the resort, innit? They're funny about that. About letting people.
Yeah,
on
but
the
he
resort.
can. The taxi driver. So can't he do it? That can't we do that kind of trade?
For real, but I didn't.
You just
think.
jumped in the car.
I wanted to see the city anyway. Like, I wanted to see the place.
nighttime. Okay, carry on.
You know what I'm trying to say? So me and my brother jumped in the car now. He took us out of the resort. Then we're driving around to the town and I'm seeing the place. I'm like, yeah, this is rough. You get me? Down bad over here.
Well, how are you feeling in the car ride there?
I was fine.
Did you take who was your friend that you went with? Did you take someone that you thought, okay, if anything happened, did you think of anything like that?
Not like that. I mean, it was me and my brother and Seb. He's pretty big, but
Okay.
I mean, what are they gonna do to me? I'm all right. What are they gonna do to me? If they do it, they do it. If that makes sense. But I'm not like I'm all right.
They do it.
I'm not here to be,
DR.
I'm not here to be taken advantage of and stuff like this. It's not my story. So I just don't think like that, if that makes
Yeah, I
sense.
hear you.
And I always just feel like real recognize real. I'm about to go into the streets and butt these people. The
You're
only
saying
thing
he's
that,
a DR
don't
killer.
you kiss your teeth.
I love that bread.
Even
You're saying
Bread's
he
like,
is a
shut
DR
up,
killer.
man. That's the real recognize real DR.
Can you imagine?
These niggas don't know you.
I'm just telling you, that's my mindset.
This nigga
You're
is
so
wild.
silly, man.
Okay, cool. We hear you, man. Please continue.
So we've gone out into the city now. So we're driving around. We're into the streets now, and then like he's gone through a few backs and thing. Remember, it's night time. There's not too many street lights and thing.
You never sightseeing like that.
Yeah.
Using your imagination.
And then when you're out in the streets now, you see what going on. Remember, DR is like the them gal are outside. You know what I'm trying to say? That prostitution and thing is going up. So there's just gal all over the place on the corner and thing and whatnot. Bring man to some like little. There's some road. There's like a little shop out there. There's man there floating around. Gal out the front, and then like he drove down a little alleyway. So we're going to the back bit into like the park up like in behind the back of the shop. It's called the Youths out. So the youths have come out. The two youths have come out like they're older men, but you get me, they're English speaking areas. And we're saying like, you want some weed? And one thing I'm saying, yeah, man, patting me up. He's like, oh yeah, I've got some decent stuff here. So they come over to the car. We're sitting in the back of the car. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go and get it. But these men are moving like bosses. Like, what? You don't want no gal? He's gonna say, hey babe, come here, man, come here. You get
Showing
me?
what you got kind of vibe.
Yeah, show him
Do
what
a
I got.
360 spin around.
Spin, you get me?
Do
We're
a
spinning. All got a back and thing. I'm saying, nah, brother, not today. I come here for. Just need some crow. You
I
get
just
me?
want the weed,
I
okay?
Just want the weed today. You
Get
me?
thee behind me kind of vibe.
But by this point, it's like there's bare man them about and stuff, and these man like like you could tell you're in the streets. Like these men are road drug
Yeah.
dealing, pimping. You could just tell. You could tell where you're at.
Where
You
you're
know what
at,
I'm
yeah.
saying? It don't matter. I don't need to speak the language. I could tell who these men are. The equivalent of. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? That I
Yeah.
can tell who these men are. You get me when they're there. But they're being all right. They're being cool. They're being quite friendly. Boom, boom, boom. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go. He sent one of the youths to go and grab it, and he's like, oh yeah, I got some weed for you. This weed's crazy, man. Trust me, man. This is dope. Boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh, how much is it? I can't remember what he told me, but the price he said was expensive. But I'm like, let me see this now. So he come and got the weed. He brings it to him. Yeah, man. Here you go, man. Look, boom, boom. Just give me the rest of the tear. Well, look at the weed now.
Some basic ass.
This is some bullshit.
Some bullshit.
Like, this weed. You get me? And it's like, I'm looking at it, I'm saying, Killy, this ain't top weed. Like, this is meaty weed. Look at it, he's like, nah, man, what you talking about, man? This is good stuff, man. And he's like, oh, like, so what you want to do kind of thing. You get me? Like, but then, like, he was started talking like, I can't even like explain it, yeah, but like,
take the weed.
yeah, he was talking like,
You didn't have a choice.
yeah, like you're gonna like, yeah, he was talking
I'm
like,
leaving here with this weed.
like you're buying this, you're buying this weed, brother.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say? And they were all out there and that, and I'm just like,
I don't care what you think your review is. You're taking this.
and I didn't like it. So then we got out of the car. You get me? We got out of the car because I had to let
To
him.
do what? Okay, yeah. So you can see that you're not a little boy.
Yeah, I had to let him see that I'm 6+. You get me? My brother's 16 stone and that. Like we're not, like I'm here now,
Yeah,
and obviously he's not gonna do whatever you want, but I'm not intimidated by you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? I'm saying, brother, I ain't. At first I was gonna tell him I'm not buying the weed, but then I actually realized, you know what, I'm definitely leaving there with this weed because I can see the setup.
Streetwise, love
I can
that.
see what the setup was. So I'm saying, all right, cool, I'm leaving with this weed. But as if my pride, I can't give you this money for this weed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not paying for this. Like, this ain't worth this much, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, be serious, man. He's like, come on, man, I'll cut you a discount. You take the girl. I'm saying, brother, enough with the gal. I don't want no gal.
First of all, you went there for weed. He said, I'll give you a discount. You take the girl with you.
Yeah, like, it's
Buy one, get one free.
That's
kind of thing.
crazy.
Yeah, he was trying to pattern it up. You
Bloody
get
hell,
me?
man.
That's the same, like,
Girls
look.
sitting there thinking, why am I in it?
Awesome. Buy one, get a human, you know.
Can you
That is
imagine?
Wow.
I'm saying, look, you know what? Obviously, I'm gonna take the weed because I need the weed in it, but I can't pay that, man. Like, you're killing me, man. Come on, man. Like, I'm from England, man. I know good weed when I see it, regardless. I ain't trying to disrespect your whole organization.
Your organization, your setup.
Just
Set up here.
Well done on
I'm sure this is a world-renowned establishment, and you get me. I understand you got a replacement up, but I can't do this. I'm not paying this. He's like, oh, so what you want to give me? And then we came to we bartered. We came to an agreement, and I paid him what I thought was reasonable for the weed, which was still
It's still more than average price.
Still more than you
It
wanted.
was still more than I wanted.
Wait, what did he pay English dollars was? I mean, English.
If I'm honest with you, yeah, but at this point I can't remember what it was, but I know I paid over the odds for dead weed. You know what I'm trying to say? But he was trying to make me go worse. I had to bring it down a bit. You know what I'm trying to say?
I
That
remember trying to come up on one side, you know.
Imagine.
yeah, I had to bring it down a bit. So yeah, so we done that. We got out of there safe. You get me?
How can you tell whether weed is dead?
I don't know, just in comparison to what I would have been smoking,
Man,
just to
that
look
weed
at it.
connoisseurs, man. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, man.
Like, all the man got to do is look at it, feel it, smell
But that
it.
doesn't help me in my seek for knowledge.
It would be
Don't
hard.
just say that he knows what he's talking about.
Just anyone.
That's why I've asked you the question.
Just the quality of the weed, man. You could just tell, man. Just
Is it the
texture,
colour?
the color, the smell. You could just tell. It just wasn't kicking that. It wasn't dope weed. You get what I'm trying to say? And it wasn't worth what these men were charging. And there's no way the locals are paying that much for the Egypt weed. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like, right, you trying to do me here, brother. Like, you get me? And he did try to do the like. To be fair to him, yeah, he was friendly about it because the whole time we was communicating and we was talking. But again, if you're just from where you're from, you can see in postures like he did try to like you're taking this weed, brother. You get what I'm trying to say? He just tried to tell me in a nice way. You get me? So, and I weren't gonna take it. Not at that price. I wasn't gonna take it. And I'm like, what are we gonna do here? You know what I'm trying to say? So then I tried to just assess my surroundings and that to concede and say, okay, you know what? I am taking the weed. I am taking it, but for my pride, I need to. You get me? So that's when I got out of the car and started reasoning with him. I was like, look, I ain't doing this. We're not doing this here, big man. Like, come on, man. I'll give you this much. We had to barter. We found a common ground. And then I got the weed. And I got out of there safely, and I got back to my resort. But that was cool, man. That was fun.
Yeah, in another part of the world, that might not go so smoothly.
Bruv, DR is that part of the world. If you need to go there, you need to just like, DR is, them then are gangsters, bro. If you go outside the club, it's just shotters and gang members outside. If they ain't got burners, they got flickies on them, normal. Like, they're there. The man them are there. Like, brother, they're just outside selling drugs and pimping hoes. Like, normal. Like, it's not, that's the part of the world. Like, like it can go peak there. You get me?
Man.
Boy.
But again, obviously, like I said, man, real recognize real. You get what I'm trying to say? Real recognize real. When two gorillas meet up in the jungle, it's just, you get what I'm trying to say? They understand, no start, none, won't be none.
All right, so in my head, when I watch Narcos or any of those type of documentaries, right, the actual drug king, he doesn't look intimidating.
Okay.
Based on my veneer, my gaze, based on where I live and whatnot. You understand? For example, if I go to South London, I can kind of gauge who I should be talking politely to. But on the TV, they don't come across like that. But yet they're some of the most ruthless killers ever. So how would you think that they can see you and see
The killie. Yeah.
Especially in my head, you go dressed like you're a football fan.
They're a football fan.
No. They thought I was Dominican a lot of the time. They kept trying to talk to me in the language, especially when I
Does
think.
your skin?
Yeah, and they were like, and I'm like, don't. They say, oh, what, you're not from here, papi? No, man, I'm English. Like, oh, you know what I'm trying to say?
Pappy's lit though.
I just feel like I could be, maybe, because this is the energy that I walk around with, innit? So maybe I'm selling myself a dream, and maybe I'm wrong, and I could definitely be wrong, don't get me wrong, but I actually believe this. I just believe that anywhere I step and anywhere I walk in life, I carry myself in a certain way and move in a certain way that people can tell that I'm a man. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm not intimidated by none of these things. I'm not, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I understand the difference between, like, I'm not, like, danger and these things. You know what I'm trying to say? That. So there's nothing to be scared of. I'm not scared of these people. I understand, like, there's a difference between being fearful for any reason and actually being in danger, innit? So if I'm not in nothing with these lot, there's nothing to actually be scared of. Like, I'm not intimidated by who they are, where they are. They come from the same place as I am. The only thing that'll probably worry me is like a language barrier. With any of those kind of things, when you go to these places, the only thing that would actually worry me is language barrier, because miscommunication happens all the time. People that speak the same language. So if we don't speak the same language, that's harder to communicate. That's when things can get pear-shaped. So that's usually the only time that I'm worried. But I'm not scared about going into ghettos and being around these men or whatever, because I feel like they could see that I'm from the same, I'm one of them. That's just how I feel. But I've been all over the world. I go link the band them.
Does the same thing apply to Eastern Europe?
Huh?
Does the same thing apply to Eastern Europe?
I know.
No, that's different because it's racismo, isn't it? It's like I'm not even supposed to be there. Like, so that's different. Like, I'm not gonna.
In Poland, that'll go different.
You feel me? Like, what am I doing? Like,
It'll go different. Very,
that's
very
different. It's because they're not my people. I'm talking about when I'm being my people. When I've gone to black countries, when I've gone to DR, I'm in the hood in DR. I've gone to Jamaica, I'll go to the hood in Jamaica. If I went to Africa, I'll go to the hood in Africa. I'm
So
like,
it's only where there's melanated people, you're saying?
my people, innit? These other people, they don't even want me there. That's like these neo-Nazi, man. How am I gonna feel What the neo-Nazi man gonna look at me and recognize? Like,
So
you know what I'm trying to say?
How about Mexico? Because in my head
I
again,
was straight in
the
Mexico.
people that you see just indiscriminately just killing people, the soldiers and whatnot, they just look like regular people, but just with guns. Who know full well if they don't do this, they're gonna get killed.
Yeah, but when you talk to people,
How
if
do you size them up in the same manner in which you're just saying that? Yeah, they see me, they see.
because the way you deal with people, the way you talk to
present
people, the way you
yourself,
present yourself, I'm not intimidated by them. Like,
I
so
didn't
it's
say
like
that you were
no, but
intimidated
they
by
must
it,
think
yeah.
this man's way too comfortable with us. Like,
I'm speaking to they see the same thing in me. That's the line I'm talking about. I'm not saying that you go there and you don't be yourself.
yeah.
I'm saying, how do they see? Don't mess with me because I'm from Mashtown.
Because they're real, innit? And I don't know the science behind it, but the term's true. Like, real recognize real.
Bro, it's foolish.
And if they're real people, they understand when they got a real one in front of them.
It's
You know what I'm
clear
trying to say? Real man can see through your fugazi nonsense, innit? So they can tell you if you're an idiot. I'm not saying they can.
But there's
I'm not
some-
saying that they can tell. But it's nothing to do with that. They can just tell I'm a man, innit? I'm a man that's equally on par with them as men.
On par.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Plus, you had a 16-stone bodyguard with you. That
Yeah.
too.
I was 15 and a half stone at the time. Well, naturally, I was a little bit less than that. I was about 15, 14 and a half at the
Probably
time.
helped. Probably helped having a bigger dude with him.
These cartel stuff, I don't think it works. The same thing you're talking about, I don't think it works with the cartels. I
Well,
don't
in
think it works at
Mexico?
all. Yeah. I don't think it
But
works at all.
I've been Mexico. And, like, you don't really mix with them man like that. You know what I'm trying to
Stay in
say?
the touristy parts.
No, but then when we was with the cartel youths, when they came and they was out of us when we was raving with them and all that. Yeah, man. Actually, no, man was with some of the cartel youths. They know.
There you go again. Rev it up. Go on. Let me just leave it
Instead
there.
of rev it up.
We recognize real 100%. Let me just leave it.
That's a universal thing, though.
100%. Yeah, 100%. But just not in the racism places.
I'm not. Yeah, in the Eastern Bloc.
That's when
Eastern
we
Bloc
recognize
is-
real don't make sense.
The real recognizable goes out the window when you're racist. They don't care if you're real, if they hate
China too.
black people. Huh?
China too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Tries don't give a shit about, man.
Oh, it's not to do with the racism.
I mean, either which way though, Eastern European bloc is different, man.
Again, and you got that language barrier there. It's bonkers. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, the language barrier is really going to mess
Yeah, it's
up.
all about the language.
Because you can't communicate.
Yeah, you can't let them know that you're from Ashton.
There you go.
I want to change that with the Ashton on it.
I had that in
Flash that.
I had that in DR.
Yeah.
You rocking my chain. You get me?
100%. Yeah.
I ain't scared.
I know you're not. I'm not trying to tell you that you're scared.
No, what I'm trying to say,
it's
because
not
I'm-
an attack on your,
No, but
your ego.
No, there's no attack. But what I'm trying to say, because I'm not. They know I'm not. There's something
Oh.
here. No, because you might be intimidated, and the way that you're moving and your body language, you might be getting shaky.
No, it's I don't
and then they
place
pick up, and then they
myself-
pick up on that because
I don't
wolves.
place myself in places I'm not supposed to be.
No, but the wolves will pick up on that. You know what I'm trying to say, and then they start trying
I
to
just
realize that
told
you're
you
food.
I'm not going to the favelas. I'm not going there.
Yeah, but if you
I have no business there. Why am I going there?
No, but if you was there, they would pick up on your nerves. You know they say that the dogs can smell fear.
Yes.
So then when they pick up on your
That's
nerves, they
one
think,
thing.
why did you scare him?
That's
He's an
one
idiot.
thing. That's one thing, right? Because in my mind, I'm not reading you saying that you're going there and you're looking to press on them like you would press on somebody from South.
No, I'm not
I
pressing
know
up on
that's
nobody.
not what
I'm
you're
there,
saying.
I'm friendly.
And that's not what I'm saying.
Okay,
I
go
say
on.
that you pay due respect.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
do
yeah.
believe that.
Yeah.
Because you said in your story, I'm going to buy this weed. I'm going to buy this weed. I don't know this area. I don't know what I can't see, but I'm going to buy this. But let me get this car real quick. just to push it a little bit. Because I feel like you're taking advantage.
Yeah.
Right? And obviously, if it's he's saying, I'll throw in a girl as well, you feel there's some wiggle room.
Yeah.
Right?
Good reason.
Yeah. So I do believe if you sensed, because real recognize real, if you sensed something kind of changed, then he was kind of going like, nah, let me rob this guy.
Oh yeah.
Then you may have like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Bye, I'm good. I hear that. I just didn't like the fact that you're saying, because it sounded like to me you just willy-nilly just go about to places where any man could get flipping taken down just because he's been ordered to just zip the guy. And he doesn't realize who you are because you haven't even come to him face to face to even present that, look, I'm a man, you know. Do you understand? I'm calm. I deliver my responses calmly. I'm not afraid of you. Do you understand? And some men even take that as a, what are you doing? That's what I said the Eastern European guys. They'll be like, are you challenging me? Are you mad?
Yeah. No. It's
Their energy is
again.
different.
It's because of the racism you're saying.
Yeah, I think it's because of racism.
I think they'll do that to the Englishman. A white Englishman.
You know what it is though? I don't know.
Because they're war ready.
Yeah, but it depends on who they are. I just feel like when you meet people, there's a prejudgment that you have on them. Like you get me? We have prejudices and biases and whatever, and like sometimes you take people at face value. You can judge a book by its cover. Sometimes you can get it wrong, whatever. And I just think how you present and how you carry yourself, how you talk and all that, it's important. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think that man and them English white men could go over there, and if he carries himself a certain way, like they'd be able to tell if he's proper. You know what I'm trying to say? That it's not as a mug. And even and again, it doesn't mean that he can go and do what he wants, because it's an away game. If they want, they'll mash him up. But you would give man a little bit more respect to say, no, you know what? Your thing.
You know the biggest problem with this is because I kind of see Kevin saying the same thing, and then him saying, "Yeah, bro doesn't understand." I see him rocking his wife beater and walking like that, and thinking that's gonna run. I don't think that runs. I don't think that runs. I don't think it runs. Do you understand? Because I don't see you moving like that. Do you understand? I don't see you moving like how Kevin moves. No. Your jaunt is a bit different than Kevin's. Kevin is like, it looks like he's trying to impose himself and say, I'm a man. Do you understand? Like he overtly wears it. And you're like, I could be rocking my Man United top and you still feel my presence. That's the vibe I'm getting. I'm probably helping your market right now.
Yeah.
Amen.
There you go.
Yeah.
But that's what happened.
Anyway.
It could go pear-shaped in them places, but again, like I said,
Let me not continue.
if you're a man, you're a man.
Rich, you got a story?
Nah.
Oh, you haven't travelled, have you?
Nah.
Talk about, like, locally. Got to Devon?
Got to Devon.
Nah, there's nothing. Nah, I mean, even at, I've been to a few different places in the UK. I ain't really got any stories for you, really and truly. No, not like Margs anyway. That's funny.
We've got a consummate traveller. Black Lad Travel, please call up. He's got a big YouTube page and he travels all around the world. But I'm not sure if he's a Margs, a Kevin, or me.
No, me.
No. Please call up if you can.
Yeah, I think, like I said, it can. It's definitely in my own head. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a proven science to it. It's definitely in my own head, but I think a certain way and I carry myself a certain way and I believe like I project that and I don't run up in no problems. Again, remember, I'm not walking in nowhere trying to disrespect anybody or be overly aggressive or any of these things. I'm just being a normal person. But again, I feel like I carry myself in a certain way and that projects and people just sense it. And I ain't never had no problem with men like in that situation. You know what I'm trying to say? Like never. And again, the only thing that will bother me is when if we can't communicate, then, because anything can go pear-shaped, that's tough. You know what I'm trying to say?
I can imagine a man like Loons looking to get everybody in trouble. I can imagine that.
It does. That's his story. This is sick. If
And
I'm
he-
going
but
down,
he-
if
he
I'm
also-
going down, you're all coming with me
He
as
also
well.
comes across like he's the extreme version of what you're saying. Like he comes across as like a Kevin to me. Like he'll be, oh, okay, where I go, I could go anywhere. And that could come across as disrespect.
Yeah, he's on the bravado thing, being scared, but he's also tactful enough to know that he can, like, Luce is very, like, endearing and personable and that, like, he's a people person, you know what I'm trying to say, like, and he can do that thing in it, so he's not going to try and cause no trouble or no badness, if that makes sense. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's cool, but he's comfortable in those spaces, in that situation, so I think I think it's similar shit. We're all the same. And plus, we're all smart enough from that place to know when it's time to...
Time to go.
Like, it's time to
go.
to leave. You
You
get
just
me?
sense it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes in the
Just-
air.
Yeah, you know,
Pick up on it, like, oh,
Yeah, they're wicked spirits.
When people-
That's your wicked spirits. and
People
you're like,
start trying to
yeah.
do the surrounding thing,
trouble
like,
in
yeah,
there.
you know, man.
Need to leave.
Time to go.
We spent a long time on that. Was the first bit.
Oh no.
All right, so Black Lad Traveller has messaged. But we want you to call in. Can you not talk?
All right, what's next?
That was just the first bit. We got to run through this. It says, talk about moments that left a deep impression on you, such as witnessing an amazing sunset over a famous landmark, unique beaches, participating in local festival, dangerous, close calls, etc.
Ooh, I did have a close call when I was near. What was it? I was near Devon or one of them places there, and I wanted to use the toilet. And basically, my guy just pulled in. We're on the motorway. My guy just pulled into somewhere. Listen, why am I seeing what's that show with the bikers?
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. Why am I seeing about 30 white men out there in the all biker jackets? And I'm talking about 4 different generations.
Yeah, that's so long.
From like a 17-year-old
right.
to a 45-year-old. I said, raw. I said, brother, I'll keep driving. Keep driving. I was moving like I was looking straight the whole time. And they looked at us and they could tell straight away they were on smoke.
Yeah.
Call back, please.
And I was just here.
I feel like they might be nice people. I feel like they get bad rep.
With the bikers?
What?
Yeah, because in Modern Family, they were so nice to Cam and Mitch. So I feel like maybe they get a bad rep.
She said modern family, you know.
How many bikers do you think I've met?
The racism.
Listen, I've never seen that in my life. About 30 to 40 bikes.
I mean, I'll be honest, if I was going to stop, I'm going to keep driving. I'm not going to find out whether they've got a bad rep or not. I just think maybe they're misunderstood in society. But I don't know.
I wasn't trying to find out.
Fuck around, find out. One thing I like about traveling, that I just love taking in nature. Like I proper love nature, and I just love it, and the stillness and the calmness and just the beauty of it all.
Lovely. Good
You're a
morning.
piece of shit, you know.
Good morning, good morning.
Piece of shit. You really are. Good morning, caller. I was talking to Brent, by the way. Not
Good
you.
morning. Yeah, no, I love what you guys are doing. Black Lad Traveller here.
How you doing, lad? You all right?
Yeah, so no, I love I'm good, man. And yeah, I love the topic that you guys are talking about today, because that's pretty much me. That's pretty much me traveling around all these like exciting places, crazy places as well, especially with the DR. And I know how them man move as well there. Because it's like they give you the American vibe, but they're very militant with it.
Yeah.
How I've seen like how you have to navigate is you have to be like proper strong, like you should be there, and you don't have any fear with them, because if not, it could go crazy left, and you never know. Like,
especially with that tipping culture, and they're really hustlers and that. If you're not stern with them, they'll take the clothes off your back.
Yeah, 100. Like they don't care at all. Like they don't care. But the way I've seen it, for me, I don't mean to go to some certain places, because I'm a broke black lad traveller. So certain hotels, they're not in the resorts. They're not in the nicer places. They're not in the secure. They're just in the hood where every other local will be.
Okay.
So sometimes I'm in these places. I'm like, rah. I'm looking at the guests coming in, and I'm going, door has to be locked at every point of the day. Door has to be locked, and yeah, just having that confidence to navigate over there. That's what it's like. The main thing is to be about. So I hear what Margs is saying with real recognize real. If they don't see that you're a threat to them or you're trying to take the mick, then yeah, that's how I've kind of seen it.
Yeah, man. So you just got to be a man. You travel the world. What's some of the is that like, what's some of the like, I don't want to say dangerous, but it's always potential danger, like ghetto, hood, whatever. What word I'm looking for? Is it dangerous work? What's some of the most dangerous places you've been?
Yeah. Do you know what? I was in Medellin. Yeah.
That's what he was hearing all night.
Medellin.
Sorry, quickly, just before you get into that, can you speak other languages?
No, absolutely not. 41 countries, lived in 5. I can just about string a Spanish sentence together. It's mad.
Okay, fair enough. So tell me this. So Medellin, what's Medellin saying?
Yes. So Medellin, that was, yeah. So before that, so the week I did, just to like paint a picture, was I went to CDMX, and that's basically central Mexico. And that place was crazy. Like I've never seen so many guns, drugs, just out in the streets. And then I went over to Medellin, and it was actually the same. Okay. Them lot, like I had one day. So one day I leave in the morning. This is what World Cup time is on. This is when Morocco just beat, I think, Spain. So I've gone morning 8 o'clock. Strip. just prostitutes everything at 8 a.m.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry,
Early bird
connection.
gets the worm.
Yeah, so
Early
8
bird gets
a.m.
the
I'm
best
just seeing
men.
prostitutes, everything, and then as I'm walking, this is like probably at 9 o'clock now. Someone's been chopped in their head, or some little boy.
What?
He's been chopped in his head, and like you could just see blood pouring down from his forehead.
Rough.
And like some girls are like 2 young girls are next to, and the guy could look quite young, about 14, 15. He's quite young. There's 2 girls, like, I don't know if you said when beef happens, there's always like the girls will come about and try to calm it down, like, oh, you okay, you okay? And he's kind of pushing them off, like, yeah, I'm fine. Next thing you know, collapse on the floor. And I'm like, yo, this is not even like, this is early morning, 9 o'clock. And
See that
then I
they're
go,
not
do you know what it is? I didn't even, because I'm a vlogger as well. So there's certain things that I don't even want to put on camera. So that was one of them, the prostitutes, everything. I didn't even want to see that. And as I'm walking, like, I was like, do you know what? I need to go back. Walking back to my hotel, because I'm like, this is mad. Like, it's early morning. I thought, let me go watch the football. Haven't even been able to do that. As I'm walking back, I'm just seeing just like prostitutes, pimps, like people just out there. And I'm just like, do you know what? This ain't it. And as I'm walking back as well, some guys just appeared from the dustbin. Man's just living in the dustbin. I was like, yeah, this place is crazy. And on the streets, I don't know if you've been to Barcelona, but sometimes like the homeless people, they'll be like taking drugs, coke and everything. And they try to shield it with like plastic cardboard. And that's exactly the same. On the streets is like just plastic cardboard, people taking drugs, like the pipes, everything. Yeah, it was a madness. And that was just like morning time.
That'd be a
just
sign for me to
so
get
like,
out of there. I'm a man. I'm not.
yeah.
I don't mind going through and seeing and dabbling, but like I ain't trying to like stay in them areas. Like that's not me.
Yeah.
I need a hotel. I need resort. I need all of that stuff. Like even to what you're speaking to, that where you're staying in the DR, and I've seen, when I was driving through and all that, I saw them kind of places, and I'm saying I don't want to. I'm not staying there. I want the resort.
Relaxing.
When I go home, I need to be cool. Like, I'm not staying in these
Yeah.
places. So as much as I'm saying like I'm cool and comfy anyway, which I am, it's still calculated risks that I'm prepared to take.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I ain't going to stay in no little funny hotel in no ghetto in Medellin. Like, and again, I ain't going there to cause no trouble. I ain't gonna bother nobody.
That's it.
But what the fuck am I doing there? Like,
What am I doing in Medellin? I ain't going to let Pablo. What am I doing in Medellin?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Medellin is a nice place. Away from like the madness around it, because the crazy bit, there's tourists. There's loads of tourists over there, and where I was staying is probably about you got 5 minutes on the tube to where all the tourists is. You got like 5 minutes on the metro, so it's like very close. But like other than that, like
my friend's trying to make me go Medellin in February.
You should, honestly, it's a nice place. Proper, it's a vibe.
Oh yeah, you really sold it to me, man.
Yeah, sell it to me. Can you imagine? It's about nice place. At 8 a.m. someone's headless. Nice place. Well, that is on my do not go list.
That was just one point. Actually, no.
Big point.
To be honest,
Massive point.
Yeah, no. To be honest, I went on the bar crawl when I just arrived. So staying in a hostel, just arrived, and then there was like a bar crawl on. So I thought, oh, just got into Medellin. There's a bar crawl in like an hour. I'm just gonna go. So went to the bar crawl. The first bar, I met this Irish guy. We were talking. He was like, "Oh yeah, I remember this place." I was like, "Oh, so you've been on the bar crawl?" He said, "Yeah." Then he says, "Oh, someone literally got stabbed right in front of us as we were going into the bar on the first bar. Someone got stabbed right in front of us and was bleeding out. Loads of police were rushing." I said, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, this is literally on the bar crawl that they went." And I said, "Yeah, no, this place is crazy." But he said it was local. He said it was local, and a group of guys approached him, so it must have been like a gang-related type thing. But it doesn't happen to tourists.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. If you're cool, then like, yeah, it doesn't happen to you. But other than that, it is a nice place.
That's sick, man. Well, thanks for your insight.
you.
Man.
Thank you.
Sorry,
No, I appreciate
the
it.
people
Thank you for
have
having me.
spoken.
Keep up the good work, man. Appreciate it.
Kizza, the people have spoken. They want you up. You need to visit the studio.
No, I'll do it. I'm going to Portugal next week for football. And then I'm definitely, that'll be good.
Oh, you come up and share some of them more them travel stories, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, man. Appreciate it. Thank you,
Lovely.
guys.
See you soon.
That's dope.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
All right, so here's something you can get involved in, Rich. There's loads more. I'm just here.
There's loads more.
We'll work this out.
Yeah,
To be easy, you could breeze through everything else.
yeah.
Well,
As we do.
I'll leave it out.
it's all right, man. I wasn't here yesterday, man. It's cool. Sure.
Yeah, I was here. I said I wasn't here yesterday. I was here. I'm trying to be here tomorrow.
Like you got to share some of your top destinations, travel bucket list. What intrigues you and why you'd want to go there? That would be cool.
Bucket list, St. Lucia.
Okay,
I am currently doing my research of how I'm going to go there next year, May.
Well, that's the only one on there. Because I got a bucket list. I've got places there's places that I need to go
I
before I
want to
leave
go
this
to
earth.
Is it Mauritius?
Mauritius?
Mauritius. The other places where the water is so blue.
All
All of those places.
The bluest.
Yeah, the bluest of
Oh.
the blue.
All those places.
Because he's not talked about St. Lucia so much, I'm gonna put St. Lucia on there.
I can't wait to go, man.
It
I
just
feel like it's going
looks,
to change my
it just
life.
looks nice.
I honestly, I can feel something's waiting for me there. I feel like it's going to change my
Or
life.
someone. No,
It's all things. Let's do it.
Man called Fernando.
I come back.
Say
St.
Brazil.
Lucian, man.
Brazil's on my list.
Oh, Brazil's definitely on my list.
Yeah.
Like, Brazil's on my list. I'm going to tick that off.
South Africa.
Yeah. But I just need to go to the continent of Africa anyway. I need to go. There's a few.
On a tour.
There's a few of the countries I need to touch. Like, I need to go to Africa.
I want to go to Gambia.
Gambia's
Gambia's
the
on
first
my
one.
list.
I was supposed to go. I was going to go there a couple of years ago in December and I messed up.
Yeah, I want to go to Gambia.
Zimbabwe.
I want to go to Ghana as well. I haven't been to Ghana.
I'm gonna
No,
go
you
Ghana. Yeah.
No, I haven't, Maybe next year. Hopefully
Definitely
next year.
Ghana, Zimbabwe. Don't know about Australia, man. I don't.
No, I've never been
don't-
to Australia.
I don't fancy going to sleep and having to worry about spiders and snakes in my shoes and all
I
that.
saw a bat hanging in someone's garage.
The
in
long,
Australia. It's as tall as you guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What
A
are we
bat.
doing, man?
A bat.
I'm in the wrong country. I'm sorry.
What did you just say?
I said it's as tall as you guys. That's what I said.
I know that's what you said, but have you seen a bat as tall as me?
That's why I saw
No,
the
but
video.
it was no. But I know the pictures he's on about. It was huge.
It was the video.
It was just. I saw the pictures are still just
It was
hanging there.
hanging. Yeah.
Like, it's probably not
As in
tall.
fake.
Do you know what? Anyway, Brent never believes anything I say anyway. So
I've seen the picture, but
Oh, what you reckon it's a fake?
100%. Unless it is that you're saying that bats are as tall as me,
I'm not saying they're as tall as you. I'm not going with
and
what.
it's
But
not just a one thing. It must be a whole
I'm
flock of them.
there's
I said what I said anyway because even when I say things are true, you don't believe it anyway.
No,
so
I've
it
seen
makes
the
no
picture.
difference.
I've seen the picture. What you're talking about?
and you think it's fake?
Yes, I think it's fake.
See, I don't like all them spiders. I see big tarantulas on the actual street, like
Yeah,
in
it's
built-up
mad.
parks and
Just
like that.
chilling.
The insects and thing was fucking with me, but I do want to go to Australia just because.
No, I'm passing on Australia still.
No, just because it's so.
Nothing can ever bring me there.
No
Just because it's so
disrespect.
far and it's the other
Super
side of the
far.
world. Got a fan base over there. Probably going to try to put something on over there. So I'm definitely going to touch Australia. There are places that I just want to think. Japan.
Japan.
Oh, I want
yeah,
to do Japan.
I'll
I
go
want to do the
Japan.
Mario Kart.
Mm,
I really want to do that. That'd be lit.
Japan.
Do you
would
think that's
be
fake
cool.
too? Have you seen that?
What's that?
Mario Kart.
What's that?
That's basically it's Mario Kart on the road, and you basically do the Mario Kart game, and then you actually are on the road.
The
Like,
traveling
it's a whole
thing.
thing.
Like go karting,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Mario Kart themed.
as in it's a big like theme park.
No, I haven't been yet, so I can't give you all the details.
I'm
Sorry, you probably don't
What
think
about
you know as well.
Maldives?
I'll take pictures
I
when
heard
I
of
go.
that.
What about Maldives? All them
Yes,
places.
I wanna go to
All them
Maldives.
places that are on the sticks in the water.
Yes.
They look nice. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking
they
about?
look so beautiful.
Yeah, they
I
look
want to go
proper.
Maldives.
Maldives needs to see. I need to go Maldives, Brazil, Australia, Japan,
I might go for my 30th.
I want
Africa, couple of African countries, Gambia and that. There's bare places I still need to go. Like
I
bare
do
places I
actually.
still need to go.
Part of me wants to say India, but then I see too much videos where they're
Nah.
just doing wildness with the food and
I'm allergic to
putting
curry.
their
That would be a
armpits
horrible
in
trip
there
for me.
and doing.
You'd like Bali. Bali would be a bit of you because all them travelers and that
Oh yeah.
and all them like
Yeah,
you'd
but
have a
there's-
whale of a
Bali
time
looks
over
fun.
there.
Bali maybe, but the rest of the food, I don't know, man. I'd go out there and lose 2 stone easily, man. Because what am I going to
100%.
eat? I don't
Chips,
like
man.
the
They
way,
must have chips everywhere.
yeah, but I don't like the way they
Yeah,
handle their
but
food.
it's
though,
like
man.
chips with curry sauce. I'm doomed either way.
Chips and curry sauce. for 7 days straight.
Nah, man. That ain't it.
Yeah, you just look like you're gonna say some shit.
Yeah, but it's not that.
Oh,
It's
Hawaii.
not what- if you want to eat chips and sauce.
I want to go
sauce,
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a luau. All right. That looks fun.
Mahalo.
Hello. I want to go Hawaii. You get me?
Wait, you said it's not what?
So no places in Eastern Europe, no?
What?
Yeah, man.
Oh, fuck, man. Eastern Europe. I want to go on a skiing holiday. So if I could do
Alps,
that, one
the
of them
Alps.
places there, France, but there's Switzerland, wherever else, there's a few things. But I do want to go on a skiing holiday. So I,
You
can put,
hate the cold.
I do, but I just want to wear the garms and try snowboarding. I'll look cool in that snowboard setup.
Just for the gram.
Yeah. That's just for the swag.
Strictly for the
drip.
gram.
Just for the drip. I'll look
Strictly-
bonkers in a snowboarding setup.
Yeah, you
That's, you get what I'm trying to say? That's my story.
The
I'll
hat,
kill it.
them
Dead.
big-
Come on, man, with the
Yeah,
goggles
man.
and that. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I'll fuck that up.
Yeah.
No, just
So-
down there, just what I'm saying. Just all of
Yeah,
that.
on a snowboard floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to do that.
That's dope.
I definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
What else?
No snorkeling.
I've been snorkeling. I want to do like proper scuba diving, but I've been snorkeling. I've been snorkeling in the ocean in DR actually. I done that. That was out in the middle of the ocean. That was grown. I had to take off my life jacket so I can.
Yeah, I understand why some people don't leave America because they can.
You could just do
experience all
everything
of
there.
this.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense to me as well. Like perfect sense. I just my love-hate relationship with America, but I do and I don't want to go and explore more places. I've only been to New York,
I want to go to New York.
and I was only young at the time, so I couldn't really experience it properly. I was only like 17 or whatever, so I couldn't really experience it properly anyway. But yeah, I'm torn. I do and I don't want to go.
It
I need to go to
translates well
Toronto. I
in-
want to go to Toronto.
It translates well in New York. That's whole they see me thing. It translates well.
Boy, I
Who
was,
reckon that's real?
Yeah.
how I was with my
You tough, right?
I was with an old man and he was like, keep moving, like you get me. You know, it was like the movies when you're walking up the backs and the alleyway bits and they're there in the car and all that, and they're looking at them. Or even when I'm walking to the shop and going to the store in the corner and they're all in like the park and the gym bit, and I get there and they're all looking at me, and I'm bopping, and I'm looking at these niggas and I'm like, are these men stupid? Who are they looking at? You get me? But it only took me like 5 seconds for me to realise, wait there, they're looking at me. Let me just turn my head because I'm not involved in nothing.
Where you from, B?
I'm not involved in none of this shit. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
They're so like twitchy over there.
Yeah, it's the touchy. Everything's kind of them man are living on the edge every day type thing. So they see someone they don't recognize, they automatically assume that person's a op.
Just imagine just wearing colours.
Yeah, just colors alone.
Yeah,
that's it. It's wrong colors in the wrong place.
I
and
was
that's
there.
it.
Like, I didn't stay in no hotel. I think I was on Brooklyn. I have like in the streets. You get me? In the streets with my people. Again, that's why I just gravitated. So I'm always gonna be with my people anywhere on God's green earth. I'm cool with my people. You know what I'm trying to say?
Like that time we went, what's it called? Birmingham with them lots, like tour.
What happened then? Oh, when I bring you up to the streets,
Yeah, we're in the streets and
I had to go get a couple of weed in that. But Brum's my
No,
second
man,
city,
like
man.
Brum. That man could go anywhere.
I go
Doesn't
Brum
matter.
alone, like alone. But it's too much like London. You know what I'm trying to say? That
Very
I'm in the
much,
Caribbean
yeah.
shop. Some youths drive past. They're in like a Vectra or something. They're like 4 or 5 deep. I can see them hooded up and all that. I'm standing in the shop and I see them looking in. I'm like, oh, here we go. But because I'm like, who are these niggas? But again, I always have to remember, I'm not from here. I ain't got no problem with nobody here. You know what I'm trying to say? But because it's just like man them, your back goes up. You have to get into that mold.
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say? They're driving past, and then they want to pull up, and I'm like, all right, let's see how this goes. You get me?
It was alright though, man.
Yeah. So then I go step outside, and they see me, and it's like, yo, Margs. I'm like, yo, Achilles. Achilles.
Brum was alright, man.
My jeez. What are you telling me, man?
I don't envy this life at all. I don't envy this life at all.
Man, go anywhere, man. It doesn't
Oh
matter.
man.
Really and truly.
It's always love, man. Big up my Brum crew. Make sure you don't pull up on the 16th of December as well, man. Don't play, man. We're outside and gather them outside. It's going to be special. So, yeah. But, yeah, that happens, man. I'm always good, though. We always good.
Long may that continue.
Long may it. Sorry, guys. I've lost my
Bucket list.
I've lost my place. So buckle is travel tips and hacks. Do you have any discuss how you navigate unfamiliar places, from using local transportation to finding your way into the foreign city. Again, just go to be what Esther's on and just use Uber and get drivers and that.
Yeah, but I'm very but to be fair, I'm very safety conscious anyway. Even in this country, like I'm very, 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 very safety conscious. So when I'm on holiday, even more so, and because I solo travel, I don't let people know that I'm there on my own. It's not a smart thing to do.
No, it's
That's
not.
I get kidnapped on the first night. Yeah, I like if I'm to be honest, yeah.
I would
Safety.
just, man, just keep your stuff close. Look out for pickpockets. I don't know why any country you go to, people always want to talk to you about
Pickpockets,
pickpockets and pickpockets. I ain't never
Even
been
over
pickpocketed in my
here.
life.
You wouldn't know.
I've
Actually, you
seen-
wouldn't know. 'Cause
Nah.
They would have lost son.
Listen, I've seen the pickpockets over here. These guys are professional.
no, they're sick here.
Like
Even the moped
professionals.
guys, the guys are just on and then you're just on your phone walking down Oxford Street and they just snatch. That's it.
Yeah, I've
Okay,
seen
how do you explore local cuisine and that while traveling? Because I'm not even gonna lie, when I go to different countries, I need to go to restaurants. I need to consume. Like that's my favorite. That's probably one of my favorite thing about traveling. Just going and eating in different places and
Different cuisines.
trying different things and
Yeah.
different takes on different meals and stuff like that. Like I'll rock with it heavy.
It depends. You know what? It depends what kind of where I go. Because my last trip, where my hotel was so remote. Like it was just very remote from everything.
Oh, so you had to go to. Oh, see, did you eat in the hotel
Yeah.
a lot? Or okay.
So I ate every night in the hotel. But then they make the food fresh and all that kind of stuff,
Okay,
and they
that's
make
cool.
local stuff as well.
Yeah.
So I guess I could try it that way. But obviously, I have allergies, intolerances, all that kind of crap. So
So you have to be wary.
I have to be wary. I can't. Like I feel like the worst thing that could ever happen to me is having a food intolerance on holiday.
That's crazy.
I couldn't even imagine that because here I go to hospital. There, what am I gonna do?
Do you ever feel like? Have you ever had experiences where like you've gone to get the authentic food, but the commercialized version in England is better? Does that make sense?
I know what you mean.
I feel like that's gonna happen to me when I go to China. If I go to China,
I love tacos, yeah. Like I rock with tacos. I think tacos are cold. You get me? I
Yeah,
find some
I
decent
love a
taco
taco,
spots in
yeah.
London. You get me? So when I've gone to Mexico now,
you thought you were gonna
I'm
live.
saying I must be in the taco capital
mad
of the
thing,
world. This
yeah.
is gonna be a Mazzolina.
But alas,
And then I went to a few different spots. I did find one that I liked in the end, but it's like I went to a few different spots and I'm getting these tacos. And these are like maybe they're too authentic for me. Like they was proper.
yeah,
The-
I feel like that's what it would
You know what I'm
be.
trying to say? Like this is the proper tacos, and I'm saying this isn't what
That you're used to, your taste buds are used to.
Yeah, this isn't what I wanted. I
Yeah.
wanted my kind of tacos. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, this ain't the English version. What I want is probably not better, but
It's what you're used to as well.
yeah, you get me. So I was upset because I was disappointed with my taco search that I didn't get what I wanted. I did find somewhere. There was a nice spot by the beach, little taco.
But that's
hut,
the thing, though.
little-
It's not authentic. It's by the beach.
Hmm?
It's by the beach.
Why
No, it was authentic.
Was it like a full-on like establishment, or was it just had a taco wheel?
No, I didn't have taco.
That's
It
how
was
they
like
have
a-
that ice cream, but pushing tacos on the beach.
No, it was an authentic spot. It was a spot where you can get food and that, but it was
Okay.
it was proper way. It was a nice place sitting down. I don't know, maybe it was the views and that was helping. I did enjoy those ones. They was cool, but I didn't get the commercialized version. It's like if you're gonna go, like you're saying, it's China. Like I love Chinese, innit?
Yeah.
I've gone to one of them authentic Chinese restaurants, not our English Chinese, traditional Chinese restaurant.
I know the best
Can't
one
get
in
special
London.
fried rice in there and thing like, you know what I'm trying to say? And I
Is it?
struggled.
That's special
Yeah,
fried
yeah, I
rice
know what you
in-
mean. Yeah,
They
yeah,
don't
yeah.
eat special fried rice in China.
No, but some of them
not like
restaurants,
that. No, if
some
you
of
go
them
to
restaurants do it differently. The
Does-
proper authentic ones.
them meals that
I was
they've
gonna say
made for
something
us, that they've westernized and made for us to make it more
That's
palatable.
because in
like,
China
that's
they
not
eat all
what you want.
sorts.
That's not what you get.
Like on their roads, yeah, you know how you can just get like a
You can
lollipop.
see everything.
They just got like hanging spiders for
Yeah,
snacks.
Yeah.
So I can imagine their special fried rice is real special. You don't know what's gonna be in there.
Yeah, I'm not-
Here
I'm
they
not-
tell you it's pork, beef, chicken, and whatnot. Over there,
Everything might be. in
I don't think they do it.
Honey.
In that restaurant that I went to, you can't order special fried rice,
it's
Killy.
it's wasting their time.
Yeah, they just don't do it. They're just authentic Chinese grub. You get
Okay.
me? I think you might
Grub
get egg.
indeed.
I think you might can get egg fried rice,
Yeah,
or did I
boiled-
just get? I
boiled,
might have just got
boiled.
boiled rice
Yeah,
or
yeah.
sticky rice or something. I don't know. I might just have to just got a
Oh, I love
plain
a sticky
white
rice.
and just found some joints. Like I found something to eat. I can't remember. I couldn't even remember what I ordered, but it just made me think. If I went China, I'm
done up.
screwed.
Finished.
Yeah, I couldn't survive.
Because in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, it's chicken chow mein,
Definitely not chicken.
sweet and sour chicken, Hong Kong style,
Something.
shredded beef, and
To be
that.
actually,
You know,
my
it's
aunt is
not that.
Chinese. That's true. My aunt is Chinese, and when she made, one time she made spring rolls,
Wait, your aunt is Chinese.
Erland.
Yeah.
and when she made spring rolls, I said,
You liked it?
different. But it's true because she made it the traditional way,
Yeah.
and it's different to spring rolls I've grown up eating. I said,
Because the ones we got here, as you said, is westernized.
it is westernized.
So I
Is
mean,
the real one?
but you know what that's down to though? Back in their day when they had famine and all that,
Oh, yeah.
like, so they couldn't eat certain, well, they couldn't get to certain things, so they started eating everything. So they just kept that tradition. Hence why, you go in their streets.
One could say they kept his tradition, but it wasn't necessary to keep it.
I mean,
You know better, do better.
I know for a fact I'll struggle in China.
100%.
Like,
I'm definitely struggling. 100%. And
I
when
went-
you got all them creepy crawlies just skewered on the streets,
I'm just eating rice, man.
I went Turkey the other day. I was in my
Boiled
bag.
Rice is boiled
Grilled
rice.
food, lamb shish, chicken shish, lamb chops, sea bass with the rice, pilau rice, and salad and bread
the
and that.
fresh thing.
Ah, same way,
Fresh thing.
same way. Yeah,
yeah, this is the dish I know and love.
Yeah, I can work with this dish.
couldn't go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, proper
dear.
things.
That's how I know I'll go certain places and I will struggle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Again,
Wait.
China and that, Japan and that,
I
it's
just
tough.
can't
I
go
don't know.
India. I can never go India, Pakistan, all them South Asian countries.
That's why
I can't do it.
As
I
much
could
as wanna
imagine
go
it's worse
Bali,
because I don't. A lot of the. I'm not a big curry fan. Not like I dislike it, but it's just all
No,
that
I
whole
hate it.
wetness. I can imagine I'll struggle over there too.
Yeah, 100%.
That struggle.
I can't live off samosas for my China trip. That's silly. And the samosas might have even been samosas I'm used to
Listen,
anyway.
Yeah.
all I know, from time
Yeah,
I
man.
see a man take some powder and flap it in his armpits and then pull it back in the pan, how am I
I
meant
remember
to eat that?
that.
What? How am I meant to eat
You can
that?
find that here,
What?
man.
What?
You can find that here.
Who's trying to eat that though?
You can find it in Whitechapel, bro.
I'm not eating that. I'm not eating that. That's what I'm saying to
It's
you.
got a
I'm not
little
eating that.
Zest.
There's no reason for me to eat that. Am I a madman? So I'm meant to go to get something authentic. Watch
But that's how they
Mohammed or
make it
what-
authentically, though.
Watch Mohammed or whatever his name is. Take slap it in the pan and no way. And the man are eating this as well.
Yeah, because it adds a little,
Get
The
the
little
hell out
flavours
of
to
it.
it.
little flavour. The
That's
little
Street food,
I don't
authentic
want
street
that
food is
flavour.
leng.
I don't want that.
authentic
You know what?
street food in Nigeria slaps. That's
even-
the real. That's where it's really at.
Even
there.
over here, I used to turn my nose up at street food, yeah. But
What street food do we have here?
now, if you go to certain places, you can find street food. Like,
What's an example of street food here?
but people just sitting off the street. It's all different. There's all Chinese things that you can go Camden.
Oh, you mean- okay,
like in
okay.
Camden Market
Yeah,
or in
there's
like
loads of them in Camden.
Spitalfields by Commercial
Okay,
Road and all that,
yeah,
and
okay, yeah.
these little private little vendors, noodles
Okay,
or whatever.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
just street food, isn't it? Not a restaurant
Okay,
off
yeah.
the street.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
I'm saying I used to turn my nose up at all that and think, no, that's not a bit of me. I'm not doing all that. But come to find out,
One of the best burgers I've ever had in my life. Yeah,
Off the
some guy.
streets?
He's got it's a street burger.
yeah.
It's the best. I might have had, yeah. It's the
Butchies,
best
you remember? You
burger.
know Butchies? They started
Where
off
is
in
it? Where is it?
they started off in Broadway. The cold chicken burgers,
I can't remember it.
and then they end up getting their own shop now.
I can't remember.
They got. I think they might have more than one. Coldest chicken burgers. He started in the street in Broadway Market on the Saturdays. He used to go down there. The Butchies burgers,
I can't remember.
buttermilk chicken thing.
Bro, being in Bordeaux the other day was just an
yeah.
eye-opener, man.
Sensational.
Buttermilk chicken, you know. Buttermilk.
So I can get some space above his head.
Some space, yeah.
Well, how about you just
Oh, what, I'll just
sing down a little bit? I don't want to break the camera.
All right, thank you.
buttermilk,
Okay.
buttered chicken.
Yeah, we're done. That's what we are.
Yeah, bro, that was.
I don't know what's going on over there, but it's kind of shit people cancel you for.
No, I just came out the studios. His views.
There's no views. Please continue. Please
I'll
continue.
clip you up and then see.
Just see what, you know, see what India TikTok thinks about it.
Have you spent long enough here?
Yeah,
What?
please. Let's move on.
All right. What
It's
from
possible.
the whole segment?
It's actually 10, it's 11. It's 10 and
Yeah,
5.
what's next? Is
Right.
there anything else interesting?
Let's see.
I am looking forward to traveling and finding different types of black men. That I will say that. I
Okay.
might start
Wait, say that again.
Leave it. Let's sit here for a
experiencing
bit.
different black men
Yeah,
in
man.
different cultures. I think that'd be lit. Say Lucia, I know a king's waiting for me there.
Dreadhead
I
on the
feel it.
beach.
Listen, let's do it.
He's on the beach right now.
And said, could
I'm-
this be love?
I'm gonna call you like I'm staying here, guys. I'm gonna have to tune into TDA. No, I think I'm gonna start doing that actually.
I hear that.
I love holiday romance.
What,
Everywhere I go.
reviewing different.
Oh, well, in the
black men.
Caribbean, you could definitely get that. You can find a man to take your soul for you.
Yeah, but I know that the way Caribbean men, like if the Caribbean men are moving here the way they're moving here, I can imagine they're worse over there.
The authentic version will be.
It'd be intense. I don't
Might
think
be
I
too
can do that.
muchy.
It'd be too much. It would definitely be too much. The ones here are okay. So
Okay.
back there, I know it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Hell of love bombing.
Better get ready for it, man.
I'm here for that. Holiday romances with the locals. That can work. That's fun.
Of course you are.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I'd be scared though, because when I went to I'm so bad. Anyway, I don't mind. It just shows how toxic I am. I'm not. Never mind. I'm changed.
That's bucket list is holiday romances. But obviously, that's only going to work in certain countries.
That's the thing.
Why?
What was holiday romance with the locals? Language barriers again. I mean, what countries?
I didn't mean locals though.
Huh?
Not just locals.
Oh, tourists as well.
Because I'm never gonna see you again. Even if it's
If it's a
someone who's
tourist, though,
as well.
it might get good to him. He might lose his mind and start trying to travel and pop up and hit you up to go, I'm in London.
Oh, honey.
It's got to be a local. It's got to be a man that ain't going nowhere. You don't want to
If
mess
he
it up.
WhatsApps me, he's definitely not going to reply. he would have had 2 trips. Still won't reply to that message.
Esther, I'm in London. Do you know what I mean? Just randomly.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
No?
I whenever guys say, "Oh, I'm in your area," that's great.
Thank you for not.
Stay safe, roll safe.
What are you telling me for it?
Roll safe. What are you telling me for? What? I didn't invite you. That's great. Well done. I'm happy for you.
Hey, I'm in your area, it's cold. Or I'm in your city, unprovoked.
Unprovoked, you know. Don't pop up on people. What do you think this is? I'm occupied. I'm busy. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to traveling next year though. I'm gonna go to some really nice places.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
Be gone again in a few weeks.
Oh, and actually, I feel like when I go to certain places, so when my favorite shows have been filmed, I want to visit. I want to visit the Friends set,
Okay.
and I want to visit the Big Bang Theory set.
Okay.
Oh, I guess you spoke about Chandler already.
We did. What's your favorite Chandler moment? You missed it. Actually, no, it's fine. I'm going to go by Word and Road. So we've got some time to think about.
Okay. I don't know a moment, but he's definitely my favorite. Well, I break them up into guys and girls. So Chandler is the funniest guy as far as I'm concerned.
And who's funniest girl?
Oh, Phoebe.
I was going to say there's one
Everyone
right
loves
answer.
Phoebe, man.
It can only be Phoebe.
Yeah.
But as you get to know the cast and you think them, they're actually all funny.
They actually are funny. Yeah, they're all funny.
They just have their different moments, like,
They
and,
just-
and then
yeah.
you clock their different styles and whatnot,
Yeah.
whatnot. But they're actually all funny. The ones that used to annoy me, like I used to think Ross wasn't funny. Ross is hilarious.
I thought Ross wasn't funny.
No, but he is though. You
He's
just gotta
funny
take
now,
him
but
in.
he's not. He hasn't hit hilarious for me yet.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You're more laughing at him than,
Yeah.
than with him.
He's such a loser.
Yeah, you laugh at him a lot than with him, but he's sick in his head.
He's very
He started dating the young thing.
It's when he broke up with her, then he thought maybe I made a mistake. And then she and her friends are throwing water balloons at me. I was like, you're actually an agbaya. Like, you're actually too going for this foolishness. Sneaking around.
Man
What?
like Ross.
Yeah, he's got funny moments, to be fair, actually.
Yeah,
Good show, man.
They done well with that show, man.
They did.
it's an understatement.
They really did.
But yeah, I think we've touched on our traveling do's and don'ts for our topic of the day. So that was well. Let's get into some headlines.
All right, guys. Trigger warning of murder on this headline. The Police Federation has said it is seriously concerned and bitterly disappointed after a judge ruled a Metropolitan Police firearms officer charged with murder will be publicly named. The officer, who had previously been known only as NX121, is facing trial at the Old Bailey for the shooting of 24-year-old Chris Cabba in Streatham Hill, South London on the 6th of September 2022. In a ruling at the Old Bailey, Judge Mark Lucroft said the police officer will be named publicly on the 30th of January. It's the county's days. The judge said the officer's date of birth will be made public next year, but their home address or any image of them cannot be published. The Crown Prosecution Service's decision to bring a murder charge sparked concern among some police officers as more than 100 Met officers refused to carry their weapons. Steve Hartson, chair of the Police Federation of England and Wales, said, "We know that this concern is shared by many officers of all ranks and roles across the country, but more so in the world of armed policing, as they understand the threat and risk taken in the protection of the public more so than others. Officers are not looking to be above the law, but they must have confidence that they have the protection needed to do the difficult and dangerous job society expects of them. Do you think that's mad?
Bullshit. Listen, man. As far as I'm
Because you didn't do and protect and serve. You killed a person.
See, the problem is, because they wear a uniform and have some kind of authority,
Yeah.
a lot of people abuse this authority. And at some point in time, like when the people say, "Look, man, like who
did that?
Yeah, just like I'm saying, that you can't continue to get away with certain things and think it's okay because you're a police officer. And the problem is that's some of their mindsets. It's like, I'm a police officer, I can do X, Y, Z. I can do what I want. No, you can't. You still.
But there was one that was trigger warning again. Sorry, there was one that was the sexually assaulted woman and said that to her. You can't do anything about it because I'm a police officer.
See, the mindset is crazy. And like I said, I don't even know what their evaluation is for them to be a police officer. Because if you go back in history, you can see like police officers do hella crimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't even hear about it.
Yep. We talked about it yesterday. There's a woman in America who's searching for her son. She's been reporting to the police that he's missing, whatever. They're not taking it seriously. Come to find out, police ran him over and they buried him and they hid basically hid his body.
See?
And she didn't know he was buried and they only gave him a number, so there was no way she would have ever been able to trace him. They do a lot of nonsense. And to be fair, it's just his name. They're not even putting a picture up. His picture should be everywhere. You don't get to do things. Because when you're arresting criminals and you're planting drugs on people and you're doing all these crazy things and fabricating things people didn't do, you're ruining their entire lives and you're not thinking about it. I don't see why. If he's being charged with murder, that means he's done something wrong.
Wait, did the other police officers say they're not going to carry their firearms to support him?
100 of them did not carry them. They didn't. They didn't
So
carry
they
the
think
firearm.
he's in the right, basically.
That's
crazy.
So they feel like he did his job and the guy just died. This time it was the wrong car, it was wrong everything.
That's what I'm saying. There's a big issue here, man.
It's silly, man. Anyway. Our next headline, we've talked about this as well, and this is still to do with Met Police. But the British athlete Bianca Williams says she is shocked with the amount of money that's been raised for 2 constables fired for gross misconduct. More than £140,000 has been donated to Jonathan Clapham and Sam Franks, who carried out a stop and search of Miss Williams and Ricardo dos Santos. Despite being trolled even more, she had no regrets about reporting it. A disciplinary panel found the officers lied about smelling cannabis in the athlete's car. The crowdfunding page states every penny will go to support the officers. Speaking on BBC Radio 4's Women's Hour, Miss Williams said, "I feel like everyone has a right to do a crowdfund, but in the circumstances, it's quite shocking saying they shouldn't have lost their jobs. But they lied, and there has to be punishment. They lost their jobs for that." Miss Williams and her partner, Mr. Dos Santos, a Portuguese Olympic sprinter, said they were racially profiled when they were searched outside their home in July 2020. See what we're talking about? They lied and tried to, and knew that racial stereotypes was going to help them in their lives. They got fired. Now people are raising money for them.
Why?
£140,000.
Why we?
This is why Rishi Sunak's not doing nothing about the cause he lives. Because you clearly have money to be raising money for foolishness.
Yeah, man.
Anyway.
Society's, yeah.
You know what? We're on a trend in these headlines. This is about the Met Police again. Let's do it. So, Black Metropolitan Police officers have complained of being put under pressure by white colleagues to donate to a fund that has raised £130,000 for 2 officers sacked for lying over the stop and search of a black British athlete and her Olympian partner. Can you imagine?
Put pressure on you, know.
They're putting pressure on the black police officers.
Brother, stay strong and don't dare it, man. Do you know what I mean?
Andy George, the president of the National Black Police Association, said he had received multiple accounts from black officers who felt pressured to give money to Jonathan Clapham and Sam Franks, who were sacked for gross misconduct last week. The pressure included an email sent to every member of one of the 12 basic command units, into which the Met Police is divided, in which all officers were urged to hand over money for the sacked men, George said. Clapham and Franks lost their jobs after being found to have falsely claimed to have smelled cannabis before stopping Commonwealth Games sprinter Bianca Williams, who's age 29, and Ricardo dos Santos, who's age 28, who is a Portuguese Olympian, as the couple had been returning to their West London home after training. Their 3-month-old son, Zuri, was in the back of their car during the incident in July 2020. The couple were handcuffed and searched on suspicion of having drugs and weapons, but nothing was found. The disciplinary panel found as unproven claims that race played a part in their treatment. The disciplinary panel found as unproven claims that race played a part in their treatment. That's a damn lie. As of Monday, a crowdfunding page set up by a person named only as UK had attracted more than £130,000 in donations, in excess of the 50,000 goal, some of which was said to have come from serving officers. They're so far removed from their foolishness. It's so crazy because how they've been sacked for racial profiling, but you think the best idea is then to pressure people of the
GoFundMe
same
page.
race that they profiled to donate money.
You know what? That's a catch-22 because if they don't put into that fund, they're gonna get bullied.
Yes, racially.
And if they do, it's like, how are you putting into this fund for
That abuse your
someone?
people.
Yeah, like.
Damn, man.
So I never understand when black people are police officers, man.
I was about to say that's
Whatever, man.
But yeah. But anyway, let's pay some bills and let's get into Wedding Road. Right. British celebrity Lateysha Grace is raising awareness about ectopic pregnancy, and I will say what that is in a minute. But she posted something I thought is really, really heartfelt and definitely something to share with everybody. And she said, "This week has been one of the scariest, most heartbreaking of my life." Sorry, trigger warning of miscarriage and such. I found out I was pregnant 3 months ago. I was shocked and surprised, but so happy to add to my family. Unfortunately, I thought I had lost the baby a couple of weeks after, but in fact, I hadn't. I woke up one morning with the most awful pain in my stomach and collapsed on my bathroom floor. I got rushed to hospital to find out I hadn't lost my baby. It was in fact growing in the wrong place and was an ectopic pregnancy. The scans showed that I had severe internal bleeding. To be told that they have blood transfusion on standby was so scary. I was rushed down to theatre straight away to be operated on, as my tube was about to rupture at any minute. I'm so thankful to the hospital staff for saving my life. Doctors and nurses are true angels in disguise. Not only have I had to mourn my unborn baby twice, but I've also lost my tube in the process. If anyone has been through this and has any advice on how they dealt with such an awful situation, it would be much appreciated. Also, if anyone has any of the symptoms included in this post, please seek medical advice ASAP. So lots of love to her, but let me tell you what that is. So ectopic pregnancy it happens basically when a fertilized egg implants outside of your uterus, and most commonly in your fallopian tube, and the fallopian tube isn't made to hold a growing embryo. It can lead to bleeding in the birth parent, and it is a life-threatening condition that requires emergency treatment. Just to read some of the symptoms out, just so you are aware. So symptoms are very similar to typical pregnancy symptoms. However, you can experience additional symptoms, and these include vaginal bleeding, pain in your lower abdomen, pelvis, and lower back, dizziness or weakness, fainting, low blood pressure, hypertension, shoulder pain, rectal pressure, or bowel problems. But yeah, man.
That's sad.
Love to anyone who's ever been through something like that, and definitely big love to Lateysha Grace. I love an engagement story, and Zoe Kravitz and Channing Tatum are engaged.
Is that the daughter of? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure is, and he's out here. He's in one of my favorite films. I think it's Dear John. Yes, it's Dear John. It's one of the most beautiful films ever.
I ain't seen that.
But yeah, man, it's really good. It's really, really good. And so they've been going out for 2 years now. And yeah, man, they're engaged. So they went out to a Halloween party. I think it was for Kendall, I believe. And you could see her ring glistening and all not. And previously she spoke about him last year in the GQ's 2022 Man of the Year. He is a Man of the Year. He's a good looking man. And she said he's a wonderful man. He makes me laugh, and we both really love art and talking about art and exploration of why we do what we do. And they love to watch films together and break it down and challenge each other and all that really, really sweet stuff. So congratulations to them, man. Love a love story.
Congrats.
Indeed. Also, speaking of love stories, the streets are saying that Jermaine Dupri and Janet Jackson are together because they were out with Nelly and Ashanti, who we know are together. And people are basically doing the whole, it's spin the block season and this is your sign to call your ex. I'm here to let you know this is not a sign. This is not a sign to call your ex.
No.
Let that man go.
You might be happy to
Do
get.
you know what though? No, I'm actually not against a revived love story if there has been evolving in that. The worst thing is when someone thinks they can come back, but I'm not the same person anymore, but you're still the same person. So you're still bringing your mediocre love over here and you're acting shocked that I don't want any part of it.
Mediocre love is cold.
What do they say? What's that thing that they say?
If it comes back, it's meant to be something like that.
you let
if
it
you
go.
know
Let it
something,
go.
Let it go.
Yeah,
'Cause
if
if
you
it comes
don't-
back,
yeah.
then you know, innit? So
Yeah.
when people go on their own separate ways, get all that crosses out their system and thing, and then double black, it's like, it's got to be right. It's got to be right,
Gotta
no?
be something, innit?
We
It's
was
gotta be
all
something.
yearning for each other this whole time.
There are some people that
that's
try and, like,
beautiful.
There are some people that try like 5-6 times, like, oh, please
What, 5-6 times to come back?
stop it.
Nah, that's a problem.
Because my thing is, like, I love love. I love love so much, but I just think there has to have been growth. Like, in the time we've separated, you've evolved. Do you get what I mean? And I would have evolved. So that's what makes it better. The stories I've heard of people coming back together and where it's working out is there's been personal journeys and they've come together and now we're able to figure it out. And now it's like we're more serious and more intentional and da-da-da-da-da-da. It makes sense now. But if you're coming back how we left off, it's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah,
you
that's
on
what
that
I'm on the fairy.
bullshit.
I'm on the fairy tale thing. If it's
What's the fairy tale?
that's what you're saying. Like, it's a one-time deal. Like, we
Yeah.
broke up, we went about our own separate ways, we grew,
Yeah.
we
Worked on ourselves, all that
worked on
stuff.
ourselves, whatnot, and then we came back and then we worked. That's all cool. If you broke up, if you're on like your third, fourth time, it's like, be for
Stop
real.
it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, let's let it go.
What about if he went about his own separate ways, we came back and now he's got a baby?
I don't mind being a
Stepmom.
stepmother. It depends on how old the baby is, though. If the baby is a few months, then be fucking for real. You have other things worrying about. I don't mind. I wouldn't mind dating a guy with kids or kids just because my situation's set up. I try to do all of that, but there's an age limit. Do you know what I mean?
It's the age limit.
The baby can't be less than 5.
Nigga said,
I had someone freshly have a baby talking about, I want you back.
I'm ready.
I said, sir, what do you mean you want, like, baby's just out of the womb.
Yeah,
Focus on that, please.
I need a girl that's gonna be in a stepmom bag.
Because I need to know, because the reason why there's an age limit is because I need to know that you lot are still not messing about.
Okay. Not
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
And also, it can't be one of those like, oh, she's a bitch. No, he's a bitch. Like, I don't want no drama. Because the thing is, for me, if I'm going to be in your life, I'm going to be your kid's life. So she and I have to be cool.
Gonna be
At
friends.
some
That we
point,
have to be
yeah,
cool. Do you get what I mean?
yeah.
Like, cool to the extent where we might even brunch together. Like,
Yeah.
I don't mind, because if you're going to leave with your kid, like, I would want her to know that if something happens,
Kid's cool with you.
she can call me and be like, oh, do you mind watching my baby? Da, da, da. Do you get what I mean? So I can't deal with drama where this person's cussing this person now, wherever it is. Of course, the best situation is when she's also moved on. Oh, that's the best situation. Because everyone's minding their
Own business.
own business. Do you get what I mean? But even if she hasn't, there just needs to be it needs to be clear that we're not together. And say you guys want to do family stuff. I'm not an insecure person and I don't like things that make me feel jealousy or anything like that. I don't ever want to be questioning what's happening when you go and pick the kid up. I don't like worrying about stuff at all. Like, if I'm with somebody, it's because I trust you. So I don't want a reason not to have to trust you.
I mean,
So you're
everything
set
you
up for
said
the
is
right
fine.
man.
I mean, it sounds like logical thinking other than the jealous bit, innit? That's like how you don't want to
Yeah.
be made to feel like that. But not a lot of women are thinking,
No, I
Along
don't
the
like that
lines.
whole spirit of jealousy. I think it's dangerous, man. But I can't be with somebody I don't trust. If I trust you, I trust you. So I can't be sitting down because it's just not worth it to me. Like, sitting down thinking, oh, is he with her? Is he not with her? That's a lot of brain work, and I'd rather not do that. So, yeah, man.
I heard that.
So big up the baby fathers out there. Say all of that. Say that.
Yeah.
Here. And then also, so I said we're going to talk about Friends. So, of course, obviously following the sad story there was sad news about Matthew Perry passing away. The Friends cast, so that is Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer. They have released a joint statement paying the tribute to Matthew. And they said, we are also utterly devastated by the loss of Matthew. We were more than just castmates. We are a family. There is so much to say, but right now we're going to take a moment to grieve and process this unfathomable loss. In time, we will say more, as and when we are able. For now, our thoughts and our love are with Matty's family, his friends, and everyone who loved him around the world. And the message is signed Aniston, Cox, Kudrow, LeBlanc, and Schwimmer.
I've just been bad, but it's Tuesday.
I think that's so sweet, man.
That's a good.
I think that's really, really sweet. I think it's
Good
nice.
little
I was
statement,
not
man.
up there. I was going to put it up, but I can't.
I think it's lovely that they released a joint statement because they need to grieve. That's deep, man. I couldn't imagine. That's a deep, deep loss for them. They were actual family and friends. Do you get what I mean? So I'm glad they released that joint statement, and then people can stop looking at them to say something, and they can just spend time grieving how they want to, and whatever else happens with that. But yeah, man, RIP to a great one, man. Oh yeah. Oh no, never mind. You said that already. So do you think Phoebe and Chandler was as funny as each other?
I think Phoebe was more.
Because they're both number one for me. Phoebe might even be number one.
Phoebe might be number one.
I think Phoebe's number one.
Nobody's made me laugh more than Phoebe.
Phoebe is just a legend, man. I love her so much.
I think Phoebe might be
She's
number
an
one.
actual walking legend.
But Chandler is funny.
Chandler's hilarious.
Yeah, he's just got jokes. He's just stupid. He's got jokes.
Yeah, it's funny.
But again, I told you over the years, I just probably just learned to appreciate all of them. Like,
I think the last time I watched it, it's like earlier this year. I thought, oh, Joey, not too bad. I think he's my least. He's the one I'm least checking for.
Yeah, but the least funny one is what, Rachel?
Yeah, Rachel was funny, but Rachel wasn't cast to be funny. She just cast to be pretty, and she did that. She gave us looks.
Yeah, but where she does that the whole dumb thing, like if she maybe not by herself, but bouncing off them, like when she's involved, she does funny things when she's involved with the other ones. If that makes sense, like, in the interactions.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But then she is. But then with like the strong funny ones, they're funny on their own.
Yeah.
Like Ross could be in his apartment and he'd be funny.
Yeah.
Chandler and Phoebe as well. My favorite memory is when when Ross found out that Phoebe was the one who mugged him when he was young. That was so funny. It was so funny.
Was Joey chopping Phoebe's twin sister or something? Or was that Chandler?
Yes.
It was Joey?
One of them.
It was Joey.
One of them.
Was it Joey? Or
was
was it
Joey.
Chandler?
No, it wasn't Chandler. Chandler didn't really get girls. He ain't got Monica. He only got Janice and Monica.
That's his only two things, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that other girl that was with Joey, then he fell in love with that girl, the one that Joey was acting with. And then Joey had to lock him in a box to show that he was really sorry. Some actress girl, some
About
play.
Black Love, Joey took Russ's thing.
Yes, he did. Then he went for Rachel. Rachel dated everybody except Chandler. But then we found out anyway that back in the day, Chandler kissed her.
She's a floozy.
Listen,
Rachel was on job,
she's
bro.
not one to trust, man. The kind of girl you keep away from your man. But yeah, man, RIP Matthew Perry, and that is all from me. Let's get into our last headlines for today.
Well, that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because People's Journalist is not here.
Oh shit.
All right. Hold on. Oh no, there isn't. Okay. So our first one: Big Four UK banks criticised by the MPs for trying to do as little as they can get away with to reward saving. So major high street banks have been criticised by the chair of the Treasury Committee for doing little to reward savers. After Barclays, Lloyds, NatWest and HSBC published their latest financial results, the head of the group of MPs, Harriet Baldwin, said the figures published in the past week still show signs that the banks are trying to do as little as they can get away with to reward our constituents for saving. The big four banks have been far too slow to reward savers through better rates on instant access saving accounts, Ms. Baldwin said. High street interest rates have helped the major lenders increase profits. The results released by big banks showed. Rates have been hiked to 5.25% by the UK Central Bank, the Bank of England, in an attempt to bring inflation down to its 2% target. Borrowing has become more expensive as a result, with mortgage bills rising, but largely savers have not benefited from higher interest rates. Pressure to increase saving rates has been applied by the Treasury Committee and the finance regulator, the Financial Conduct Authority, since interest rates have gone up. And our next headline, the UK's top civil servant told colleagues in private that Boris Johnson cannot lead at the height of the COVID pandemic. In WhatsApp messages from September 2020 disclosed to the COVID inquiry, Simon Case said the former PM changes strategic direction every day. He added that he was making government impossible and we cannot support him in leading with this approach. I am at the end of my tether, he wrote, calling other ministers weak. In a day of explosive evidence, one of Mr. Johnson's former aides also said he thought Mr. Johnson had questioned why the economy was being destroyed for people who would die anyway soon. Yikes.
Okay. Jesus.
Damn, Boris. The aide, Imran Shafi, told the inquiry he believed the former Prime Minister had made the remark during a meeting with the then Chancellor Rishi Sunak in March 2020, around the time of the UK's first lockdown. A diary note by Shafi stated, "We're killing the patient to tackle the tumour. Large people taken to mean large numbers of people who will die. Why are we destroying economy for people who will die anyway soon?" Asked who had made the remark, the aide replied, "I can't say for sure. I think it was a former Prime Minister." What kind of snitching is that? What's that I can't say? Because you know they ain't thinking about Liz Truss.
Some dry snitching.
Mate. And our last headline for today, trigger warning on this of stabbing, killing and such. A woman has been stabbed. A woman is thought to have been stabbed to death by a man who became obsessed with her, despite her raising concerns with the police and inquest jury heard. Gracie Spinks died aged 23. Oh, that's sad. On the 18th of June 2021 from 10 stab wounds believed to have been inflicted by Michael Sellers 6 months after she had refused to pursue a romantic relationship with him. The body of Sellers, who's aged 35, her former supervisor at a warehouse. The body of Sellers, who's aged 35, who was a former supervisor at a warehouse where she had a temporary job, was found in a nearby field a few hours later. He had left a note saying he could not deal with all of her lies, which a coroner said was one of the various pieces of evidence that Sellers had killed Miss Spinks and then taken his own life. What coward. Months before her death, Miss Spinks had reported Sellers to the employer and the police for stalking after he became infatuated with her and turned up at Blue Lodge Farm Stables in Derbyshire, where the keen rider kept her horse. Officers had given Sellers words of advice following this, but they took no action when a bag of weapons was found near the stables by a member of the public, which included a note saying, "Do not lie," just over a month before Miss Spinks' death. This is the problem here. The police never take these things seriously. Like, you know, like, if you're being stalked and stuff, yeah, they wouldn't take it seriously until something's done to you.
That's the problem.
And that's mad. It's too late then. R.I.P., man. But yeah, man, it's time to pay some more bills. Let's get into the reaction.
Welcome to the reaction, people. I'm going to read off our sports headlines for you today. Got a few stories here from the looks of things. Let's get into them. Men's Ballon d'Or. Lionel Messi wins 8th award, beating Erling Haaland to trophy. Argentina and Inter Miami forward Lionel Messi has won the men's Ballon d'Or for an 8th time. The 36-year-old was recognised at the ceremony in Paris after helping his country win the World Cup in Qatar last year. England and Real Madrid midfielder Jude Bellingham won the Kopa Trophy for the world's best aged under 21. Messi won his record-extending Ballon d'Or award ahead of Man City forward Erling Haaland. France forward Kylian Mbappe, who became just the second man to score a World Cup final hat-trick in a 4-2 penalty shootout, lost to Argentina, finished third. "It's nice to be here once more to enjoy this moment," Messi said, "to be able to win the World Cup and achieve my dream." The former Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain star said, "I couldn't imagine having a career I've had and everything I've achieved. The fortune I've had to be part of the best team in history. All of them are special for different reasons." He's talking about his Ballon d'Or awards. Do you think it was Julie won?
Boy, man's playing in the Farmers League. Then he's gone to MLS. It begs the question, is that the Ballon d'Or based off what he actually did in the season, or is it popularity?
It's not popularity, it's everybody. If you see who gets the votes, then you know why anyway. But to be totally fair to you, they always do it a year after for anything. Once, with everything that's been going on, with just their whole career with Ronaldo and Messi and whatnot. Once he lifted that World Cup, there was nobody else getting that Ballon d'Or. And it didn't matter what he done. It didn't matter what they done, to be totally honest with you. And I feel like you shouldn't be surprised he won it. You should know that. It's probably duly deserved still. He won the World Cup, man. He's done it now. You get me? Give him his Ballon d'Or. This will no doubt be his last one.
You never know.
What?
You never know. So I mean, give it a couple of years. Let's see.
Did you see Speed?
Something with him and Djokovic, the tennis.
I don't know. I didn't see that with him, Djokovic. I just see him going, what? Like when he had the camera on him, he's at the award show. And when they announced that Messi won, he was just going bonkers. Obviously, he loves Ronaldo.
I can imagine.
Everyone's there sitting there quiet. He's going, what?
It's wilding, yeah.
He's just whiling like, no. I don't think they ever invited him back.
No. You never know. Yeah, I'm surprised he was there because it was Ron there. This is Ron's representative at the minute.
All right. More Ballon d'Or news. Well, we touched on it briefly, but I can read the story now. Big up the one and only Jude Bellingham because he won the Kopa Trophy, the world's best young player. You get what I'm trying to say? English boy. Cool. Yeah, big him up each and every time. So England and Real Madrid midfielder Jude Bellingham has won the Kopa Trophy for the world's best player aged under 21. The 20-year-old was recognised at Monday's Ballon d'Or ceremony in Paris. Bellingham has enjoyed a stunning start to his career at Real Madrid, scoring 13 goals in his first 13 games since joining in the summer. The Kopa Trophy recognises performances last season, during which he scored 14 times in 42 games for Borussia Dortmund. He also helped England reach quarterfinals of the World Cup in Qatar. Bellingham was picked ahead of Bayern Munich's Jamal Musiala, with former winners and Barcelona pair Gavi and Pedri, as well as Real Madrid teammate Eduardo Camavinga, also up for the award. He said, It is a great list of players, and it is an honour to be in front of some of the best players in the world here and some of the best to have ever played the game. To win this trophy means a lot, but for me, the important thing is team trophies, and the important thing is for me to kick on and help Real Madrid and England win trophies for many years. And our final headline, what we have here, apparently, some Chelsea news, Samuel Eto'o's and Willian's transfers are under Premier League investigation.
Really?
Apparently. Let's see. Transfers involving Samuel Eto'o and Willian in 2013 are part of a Premier League investigation into potential financial rule breaches by Chelsea. Chelsea's owners say the allegations predate the current ownership and do not relate to any individual who is present at the club. Chelsea were fined $8.6 million by UEFA in July for breaking financial fair play rules as a result of submitting incomplete financial information between 2012 and 2019. The breaches were reported by the new owners, the Clear Lake Group, after the club's sale in May 2022, and it's understood they also notified the Premier League at the same time. The league's investigation was confirmed in August, and as first reported by The Times, the signings of Cameroon striker Eto'o and Brazil midfielder Willian are being looked at. Both players joined the club under the ownership of Russian oligarch Roman Abramovich, who was in control of the club from 2003 to 2022. They both signed from Russia's side, Anzi Makahala. And yeah, that is the end of our sports reactions. Let's get into Out Ere.
That's the end of it. The bare headlines here.
What? Ungano and Woodley. Didn't you not talk about that? That's the old news.
Okay.
That was from.
SFU claims controversial split decision win over. Oh.
I ain't got all that reading, but. Just.
Yeah, I keep having to remember that Emmanuel. Yeah.
Yeah, but I work it out. I know how
I'll
it
have a word
goes.
with him. Don't worry.
That didn't confuse me. I saw it. I worked it out.
Yeah.
But Britain's not happy.
At all.
Ah. But here we have an issue. So.
Oh, here we have an issue.
Yeah, because there's no data here. Any candidates for data here, guys?
The Met Police, man. Met Police for, you missed it. first of all, for the racial profiling of Bianca and her man, right? Then the British public, including Donaye, for raising £140,000
What for the?
because they got fired. They got fired for racial profiling. They're raising £140,000.
They need to
and
take away
then-
GoFundMe.
And then, even though I don't think this one is going to land well with you, but they're pressuring the black police officers to contribute as well.
To donate.
But I know you feel like the black police officers shouldn't be in the first place.
Let's let them pay their money, man.
Yeah. I feel like the British public is denying. That's why Rishi is not going to take... Nothing's going to happen with cost of living.
The Met Police is always done it for me. So
When all else fails...
right, cool. Yeah, they've definitely done it. We could do multiple done it. Anybody else? You know what it is as well, though. Well, something that I've thought about, what I've seen. I don't know if they need to do more to get them done it, but there's something that I've seen recently. Yeah, that's been bothering me. Yeah, and it's reminding me of old school when like, the paparazzi used to bother people and all that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, why is that?
These blog sites and things, they just keep hating on Storms. They're just always in
And
Stormzy and Maya's business,
leave
man.
them alone,
Like,
man.
can't we just leave them alone for a second?
I just saw
what
that.
What are they talking about this time?
Apparently, they was arguing
In the alleyway. Why are you in the alleyway, bruv? Why are you in the alleyway following a couple in love?
You know what I'm saying?
Where was this though?
I think they're on holiday, yeah, or they're not here. You get me? But they've been through so much. You get me? My man lost his gal,
Listen, and he sung his heart out.
sung his heart
Won her
out.
back. He
Wrote
actually
a
won her
whole
back.
project.
Because you know sis was done.
Yeah.
And I loved that. I loved how she was like, I'm done. That's it.
Yeah, he done some soul searching. He got Louis Theroux involved.
Listen.
Like he
had a
betted
He had
himself.
a sit down interview.
Who was
Yeah.
Who was he talking to? Was it? I swear it was Charlemagne or someone else. Or
No, it was Louis.
was it Louis?
It was Louis,
When
man.
he said, when he said, "There's anything you want to say to the camera?" Was that Louis?
He hasn't been on Breakfast Club.
No, I remember he was talking to someone big though, and it was. I'm sure it was Charlemagne, and he was saying, "No,
Charlemagne and Stormzy.
No, I
It
ain't
was
seen
someone.
Charlemagne
I
and
can't
Stormzy.
remember. It was
It would've
The
been
someone.
last
Louis. Louis is
big
the only person
interview
inside.
that he done in the sit down in the yard was
Louis.
Louis Theroux, and he was very candid
open and
about
vulnerable.
open about how he feels about his gal.
And what
You
about
know
here?
I'm
Big up
saying?
Melissa's wardrobe. Got him looking clean all the time.
Yeah, she's in her bag because
Listen,
he ain't
in her
playing.
bag.
He ain't
This is
playing
it.
right now. More time he steps out, he's looking.
He's looking
Clean.
good, man.
You get me? But it's like they pretend to be happy for them. You get me? Because when they're back together, they put it over the place and want to celebrate them,
This is it.
whatnot. And then any little outcomes, they're just fast to just
They're in there straight
be
away.
all up in their
So I
business.
would, man. Leave the people alone, man.
Leave them alone, man.
So you
Let
said
them.
you want to put the blogs in
And
there.
couples argue, you know. And sometimes, well, you don't even know maybe they were arguing about lunch.
You know what I'm saying?
Spot for choice on where they want to eat.
It's just like it's just so hard because
That
they
kind of
got.
argument.
It's so hard to have love in public anyway. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and just with everybody just in your, just all up in your business,
got-
and
that's why you gotta
everybody's
keep
got
it
an
secret.
opinion and whatnot,
keep it
whatnot,
private.
whatnot. It's just tough, man.
I'm here for some private. I love private loving.
Private
Oof.
loving is the one, man.
I love private loving.
It's too much.
Even from family and friends, it's lit.
Mm.
It's just
private
nice.
loving?
Private love is when
the
you
best
just,
love.
As in, like your business is
It's
not
just
out
your
there on
business.
social media.
Oh, okay. Cool.
you don't really
Yeah.
tell anybody.
Like it's no one else's business.
He who
but
needs to
yours.
know, real recognize real. If you know, you know. That kind of vibe.
Does that mean that when you're a public figure, this is everyone in the room, when you're a public figure, you are not looking to let everybody know that you are taken,
Yeah,
spoken for?
I believe that's the best way. There's some people that can do the power couple thing, and there's some people that works for them.
It's not for
But
everyone.
and depending on what field you're in, I think some of the most successful people that they present as single. I'm not saying this right, and they probably do take some type of liberties,
What do you
especially with
mean by
rappers and
present
that.
as single?
There's certain men that I would assumed were single, and then as I got older, I realized they got marriages and gal that's been there the whole goddamn time. They've
How
been
do they present as single?
because they're not out here promoting love and talking about their gal every day or stepping out or like their love's private, innit? They just live their life. Someone like
Is that presenting as single though?
I don't think. I think presenting as single would be like flirting with somebody. Like if they were moving like you and Gina, that's presenting as single, and that you're getting slapped up when you get home because that's mad.
I never knew Snoop Dogg had a wife until later on in his
he
career,
had a
like late, and even then he didn't flaunt her about. As the older he's got, he can be, you know, he's a family man and all that, but he didn't flaunt her about and all
I
that.
think she's always been there, though.
She's always been there.
But there's not some people that some people.
Method Man, happily married. When he was Wu-Tang days and doing his thing and all that,
I'd be happy married to him.
He's not-
Anybody be happy married to him.
he's not flaunting his gal
The
around.
king.
You get what I'm trying to say? These men are sex
Do you know what it
symbols.
is?
Lorenz Tate and that. These men are happily married men that had their gal for
That's
enough
so
long.
true. Okay,
But
do you
they're
know
not.
what it is,
They're
yeah?
not. They're not pushing it in people's faces.
Do you know what it is? Because my private living would be like I wouldn't ever be like publicly flirting with somebody or whatever just because it's disrespectful anyway. But to be fair, I don't move like that anyway. Do you get what I mean? Actually, that's a damn lie. That's a lie for the pit. I can't remember lie so quickly like that.
Oh.
Calm down.
She said she can't
You
believe
calm,
it.
you calm down.
Sometimes I do the same thing. I
Yeah,
catch
no,
myself.
it's so quick. It's like, wow, that was crazy, yo. Anyways, right? Yes, I wouldn't like be disrespectful in that way, but if I was asked, like, do you have a man? I'd be like, yeah, I do. But you wouldn't know who it is, kind of thing. That's for me, that's private living. Where I wouldn't be I wouldn't present as single, but it's not something that I'm gonna be, you know, in your face with it. But it's also not something I'm gonna hide. Because that's how the men get you. That's how the useless men get you. Where they do, I want to be private. No. It's a secret. So you got 4 girlfriends. There's a difference between privacy. Ladies, stay woke. Don't get got. The difference, excuse me, please. There's a difference between privacy and secrecy.
That's true.
Love you in secret situations.
When would you want your man to claim you in public?
I don't care about being claiming in public.
Would he need... Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, because claiming in public, like, to what end? Like, for what benefit?
For you? So that
Nah.
people know that he's off the market.
No, but that's the thing though, because people would know I'm off the market. I'm not available, and he wouldn't be. He shouldn't be moving like he's available either.
But if you
I
see,
think you're right. It
if
was
you see
Charlemagne. They
people,
were saying it was.
I see someone say that.
yeah.
So.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that.
All right. Whilst you've obviously segued over here,
Hold on, he says I disagreed with something he said. Don't
It's
gonna
look
be
at
because-
me. Look at him.
you
But
wanna continue? You wanna have a conversation?
No, but you
about
can't.
it?
But you don't have. But you know you don't have the footing for that.
Loss?
You don't have the footing for that.
Tell him. Let him know.
Because I was doing a whole word on road reading people's tributes out,
See?
and you and Mark were having a full blown
No, to be honest,
conversation.
They interrupted you.
You interrupted me. You and Mark interrupted
you.
me.
I'm defending you.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't though, because when you were when you were interrupting me, you should have defended yourself.
Said I'm free from
Preach,
this, I'm right.
Esther.
Whatever,
I'm
man.
fine.
Anyway,
I'm fine.
yeah,
Right.
but so he wouldn't be presented as single for it to be a thing where he needs to claim me publicly though.
Yeah.
And it would be a thing where people who, if you see us together, like you would know. Do you know what I mean? If you see us at a certain event or whatever, you would know that we're together. Because again, it's not a secret, but it's just not public knowledge. Like it's like close friends on my Instagram, not for everyone
He
else.
still have to behave himself online, though, innit?
Yeah.
Absolutely, my man can't be acting a fool. I what?
When people are there giving him comments, love her eyes, he's like,
No, you can say thank you. That's a compliment.
not thank you, but threw a love hat back.
But that's what he's allowed to do. Thank you.
Do you think it's harder if your man's in the industry? So like, if he was just a regular Joe and he's not involved in the entertainment, he's not front of camera stuff, then obviously private love, whatnot. But if he's somebody that's in the industry and he's
No, I don't think
front
so.
facing as well, don't you think you have to come out and have a show of strength together and say like, this is what we're doing, this is us,
but-
power couple?
Nah, because there's men who are someone like, say, all the guys you mentioned, right? Method Man, Lorenz Tate, all that kind of stuff. These men get crushed on heavy, right, by the world, but they've never leaned into it. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like wherever industry you're at or whatever, if people are loving you and throwing love, whatever it is, you don't have to lean into it. When you lean into it, that's when disrespect comes into it. But it's possible to not lean into it. Like you can do it. It's not hard, in my opinion.
So if you fell in love with a UK rapper, you'd rather it be secret?
Definitely keeping that secret, depending on who it is. Because you know some people as well. I think where it can get tricky when it's someone who's like, you know, publicly, is when their marketing is based on the perception that they're single.
Yeah.
So you see, like the New Edition guys, for example, girls couldn't know that those men were taken.
Yeah, because you're messing
It's
up.
your marketing.
You're
It's
messing
your
up the brand.
You're ruining the brand. So I think that's where it could get tricky, and I'm not signed up. I'm not cut out for that. I can't. I don't think I can't do. I can't be with someone like that where your branding is your singleness.
Yeah.
And your manager's telling you, like, that means when you do red carpets and whatever, you have to go alone.
Always.
Because your brand, because, do you know what I mean? Like, the girls that love you is because they love you because you're single. That one I can't do. I'm sorry, I can't hack. That one I can't handle. Because you're keeping me a secret. That's not privacy, that's secrecy. And I'm not supporting your career. If I don't bring up the career argument with me. Nope. I don't care about your damn career. I care about me. I care about us. Yeah, man, it's tricky, man.
All right, well then, that's that on that, man. Today's Down Out Here is Metropolitan Police and the blogs for getting in Stormzy's business.
That's right.
All right, cool. Let's get into our outro then, man.
It's not like
maybe.
it You sound like a
The volume's
choir
up.
did that bit.
Nah. I hear you were saying that.
Okay. All right, people, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Please, please, please like the video before you come off it, before you come off this link. Also, share the video. It's really, really good. Just share the video on your timeline. Just drop it in your timeline. You don't even need to write a caption. You don't even need to write too much. Just put it out there. Just drop the link.
And can you share the clips that I put up on
Yes, please.
Insta? Because I want it as many people as possible to see
You're an op.
and support this love that they deny.
Yeah.
You start moving like Romeo and Juliet.
Shouts out Gina, man.
Montagues and that.
Just Jean,
Capulets and that.
the
The
fitness,
fitness queen. Period. Always.
Period.
So yes, please go on our social media platforms the day after TNB on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok, and kindly share Brent's hard work. A man be working hard editing shit. It's crazy.
Be working.
And if you want to send a voice note in or text, also the number to call when we're live on air. The number is 075 64841073. Big up the Black Lad, who you'll be seeing here soon at some point. Black Lad Traveller. If you want to inquire about the show, also big up our researchers. How could I not say? Big up our researchers every damn time. If you want to inquire about the show or feature on the show, our email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. See you tomorrow.
Somebody just messaged on the Day After account, right? And it's from a fetish page.
No. Oh yeah, they
Sorry,
follow
what?
me. I unfollow them. I removed them as a follower.
Oh, serious?
Yeah,
I've
'cause
messaged them to see if it is
get
they're
thee behind
experts.
me.
I want them on
Okay.
What type of fetish?
all sorts.
All sorts.
All sorts.
What is it, man or girl?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I'm not sure if it is that matters, to be honest. It'll be content-rich conversation.
I mean, I would definitely obviously be lit if they come on the show. Well,
You just don't want them basically watching your
I
stuff.
just don't want, yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
Because it looks like them, you know them porn ones that just watch a story on a random day?
Okay.
No, thank you. This is sanctified temple. I want to sucking toes content on my
Have
phone.
you
get
ever
the hell
wondered
out
what
of here.
people do with your
Yes,
content?
I have, and I don't want to think about it.
If your mind ever got there.
Nah, I don't even care.
Because I've received some questionable DMs. And I'm just like, interesting.
Once you put it out into the universe, it's for the
It's just,
it's for
yeah.
the public to consume however
It
they want.
is.
You know what
So
I'm
I really
saying?
don't think about that.
So I honestly don't think about it.
It's dark.
I'm not losing no sleep over nothing. They could
Definitely.
live your life. Live your life.
All the
man.
best. And I hope
As long as I
you
don't
have a
know.
great time.
Ignorance is bliss.
Very bliss.
A lot of the
It's
time.
great.
Your allergy costume was good, man.
Did you like it, yeah?
Yeah, man.
It was nice.
Went for it, man.
Yeah, like somebody who actually takes part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my first time doing fancy dress as well.
Is it?
Yeah, I ain't never done that foolishness before.
Yes, you know, do you know why you're such a dramatic person? Because I saw your tweets about throwing a fancy dress party, and to find out that was your first time, and that means like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm
no,
here
can't
now.
go
I'm
back.
here now. I've done it now. I can't walk it back. You get
Can't
me?
go back.
yeah.
You got to live in the moment, man. You got to be involved.
Yeah.
It went down very well. You get me?
Yeah, big
It
up
was
Taser,
received
man.
very well. Big up Taser and Chucky. Big up everybody that I met that night as well. Just got a lot of love in the building, man. It was dope, man. But West Side Stains massive, man.
Straight.
See you tomorrow, people, man.
See you tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.